get another crack at it. One significant upgrade for Love from his first NFL start is his mom and girlfriend's seat location at Arrowhead. They were in the absolute highest row of the stadium, needed binoculars to even see him. Tonight, Mom has a much better view from a nice, warm suite. And Love is coming off the best game of his career against Detroit, a win on Thanksgiving. He told us Aaron Rodgers even reached out to congratulate him after that game. And Love also told us that right now, he is living the dream, Mike.
Well, Matt LaFleur's happy he is, Melissa. Packers win tonight. They get to 500. They're even with the Vikings, the Seahawks, the Rams. They are right there at 6-6 and on the inside of the wild card chase. On the other side, Andy Reid used to be an assistant here in Green Bay. His Chiefs control their path to the #1 seed in the AFC. Win tonight. They're tied for the best record in the conference. Jacksonville plays tomorrow night. Had a couple of inches of snow overnight. Snow showers up until about an hour ago. Not much on the radar. The temperature will dip into the 20s as the night goes on. Keyshawn Nixon leads the league in kickoff returns and average. Harrison Butker hasn't missed a field goal or a PAT all year. He'll kick it away. The teams for Super Bowl I set for a good one tonight here in Lambeau. And here's the Green Bay offense taking over from the 25.
Jordan Love, Utah State.
A.J. Dillon, Quad Squad University.
Christian Watson, North Dakota State.
Romeo Dobbs, Nevada.
Jaden Reed, Michigan State.
Tucker Kraft, South Dakota State.
Rasheed Walker, Penn State.
Elton Jenkins, Mississippi State.
Josh Myers, Ohio State.
John Runyon, Michigan.
Zach Tom, Wake Forest.
This Packers offense missing a couple of big pieces. Once again, Aaron Jones, the running back, the starting tight end, Luke Musgrave. They remain out with injury. A.J. Dillon's the lead back. From the 25-yard line, pitching to the hands of Jaden Reed, the speedster out of Michigan State, takes it for 9 to the 34-yard line for Brian Cook. Knocks him down.
You get the feeling that the Green Bay Packers are sort of approaching life right now like, what the heck?
Yes.
Let's go. Here we come. Reverse. Let's go. First play. Get the ball in the hands of their real playmaker here, Jaden Reed, who is such an exciting young player. I mean, everybody that you talk to around this Green Bay organization, they sort of go, that's the guy that has a little juice, right?
He leads them in receiving yards. That was his 8th run of the year. Finding space to the left. First down to the 38-yard line. Handed the ball by Jordan Love. Good season. He struggled in the middle, but bounced back the last 4, including these numbers in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day. Matt LaFleur, when asked, what's the difference of late? He said he has been in command, and it has been night and day for the 26th pick in the 2020 draft, getting his first shot to be the guy in Green Bay. From the 37, deep drop with Love, has time, has a man. Christian Watson in the secondary to the Kansas City 44-yard line. Watson getting hot of late. A pickup there at 19.
And Watson's a guy who's going to get your respect early. Remember the first play of the game against the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving? Take a deep timing there by Jordan Love. This is, you can just see the confidence of Jordan Love literally growing week after week.
Totally agree. Flip it over to this play. It's an inside run with Dillon trying to get to the edge. Big man gets about 4 as Cook pulls him back. Why don't we meet the entirety of that KCD?
George Karlaftis, Purdue.
Derek Knight, Florida State.
Chris Jones, Mississippi State.
Michael Dana, Michigan.
Willie Gay Jr., Starkville High School.
Drew Tranquil, Notre Dame.
Leo Chanel, Wisconsin.
Trent McDuffie, Washington.
Justin Reed, Stan U.
Brian Cook, Cincinnati.
Jerry Sneed, Louisiana Tech.
Those last 4 guys in the secondary, Steve Spagnuolo sent them out every game. Same starting secondary. One of 2 teams this year. What a job they have done. 3rd in the league in points allowed per game. The gain of 3 by Dillon. He'll run it again to the inside. Good initial surge. This guy has huge quads, big legs, powers through tackles, and he'll be one and a half shy of the first down.
been battling a little bit of an injury, A.J. Dillon has, but when he's right, he is that power back. If Green Bay has been missing anything this season on the offensive side, it really has been some of the explosive plays that Aaron Jones used to provide for this offense. And so they would love to see somebody pick up that slack. But as far as just pounding away inside, A.J. Dillon perfect for that.
Hey, kick. 19. 32. Switch to this play. Inside run again. And Dillon's got the first down. You heard him mention Quadzilla in early on. But now asked to do more because he's the guy and delivering so far.
And you kind of get the feeling that a lot of this Packers crowd sat home and we're watching the Thanksgiving Day game. And now they're saying, all right, here's the world champs out here, and this drive looks pretty good. And a little excitement, a little buzz here in the stadium.
19. Pitch Dillon, Henry Pearson, the fullback, leading the way inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Pick up 5 on first down. Drew Tranquil's hurt. Right out there to check on a guy who's been very important for this Kansas City team. And Tranquil stepped in for Nick Bolton, who's out for a 4th straight game with a dislocated wrist. And they're looking at Drew on the field right now.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by FanDuel, official sportsbook of the National Football League.
You think the holidays go by quickly? Football goes by quickly. So cherish every rush pass and rush pass turn pick six with withdrawals on FanDuel in as little as 2 hours if you win. Because holiday football won't last forever. And soon it'll just be March.
FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook.
I definitely underestimated hockey. Deer hunting.
It's the 100.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my. Oh. You guys ready?
Let's go. Let's do it, baby. Sounds fun.
All right, let's get into it.
Feels like the whole world is working to take from you. Thanks. Like bank fees. Seriously?
You have 5 minutes to cross the finish line.
The biggest game.
If that clock runs out, we all might get eliminated.
With the highest stakes.
This game, I'm terrified of. But I want to get that money.
You either win or you go home.
Let the game begin.
Canada, it's time. We want to see you right here on the finish line. Apply now for Season 10 of The Amazing Race Canada. Are you ready to go?
Casting closes December 11th. Apply now at ctv.ca/The Amazing Race Canada.
It's showtime.
I really think you're up to something there.
Having Gordon Ramsay here, I'm terrified.
Enough is enough. Shut it down.
Kitchen Nightmares 2-hour season finale. All starts Monday, 8/9 Mountain on CTV.
Tonight's 4K Skycam coverage is brought to you by Walmart Plus. Back here inside Lambeau Field, Drew Tranquil was taken off with the assistance, as you see there, of the athletic training staff. He took the knee of Dillon right to his head, as you see here. And that shot sends him down. They kept him down for most of our commercial timeout and just walking him over to the medical tent to be looked at. Jack Cochran, 43, will replace Tranquil wearing the green dot for communication for the defense. Patrick Taylor is in at running back for the Packers. Love on the boot will flip it out to his tight end, Tucker Kraft, who's got the first down. The rookie out of South Dakota State takes it to the 20-yard line.
This is an offense in control right now. But, Mike, I think it's really important that we talk about the significance of that injury to Drew Tranquil. Drew Tranquil was the backup middle linebacker to Nick Bolton. So they're down to their third now, and Jack Cochran who has played all of 36 defensive snaps this year. So now he's calling the signals out there, and you know he didn't get to do any of that during the course of the week. So this is a significant moment here in the game. See how they adjust.
The 20, Jaden Reed again on the edge. Not going to get the block, and it is Cochran, the second-year man out of South Dakota, who came up and wrapped Reed, who lost his helmet.
Well, I'll say one thing. Jack Cochran's on his toes right now. He went after that one. So there's your green dot. There's your signal caller, and was able to outrun that time Josh Myers, the center, to get out on the edge and make a play.
Most of his action, special teams. He's one of the core special teams players for the Chiefs.
Now you're down in that blitz zone, though, for the Kansas City Chiefs.
In 10, and they'll run it with Gillen for about a half dozen, maybe 7, to set up third and much more manageable here on this opening drive.
You know, and the other part of what's happening here we go with the hurry up.
Try to control what the Chiefs are going to do. Rush it right out there and call the play.
Yeah, the Chiefs tried to substitute, and they went right to the line of scrimmage. Well, they go to the muddle huddle, or whatever you want to call it. Because the center had already put his hand on the ball, he has to stay while everybody else gets back in the huddle.
Play clock down to 3. And Matt LaFleur is going to take a timeout. So they're trying to catch the Chiefs and didn't have themselves in the best place. So they decided to take that timeout, their first of this first half. Chris, we've seen already 3 times Jordan Love, it sounds a lot like doing an Aaron Rodgers game here. Can and get to the second play, which speaks to what we mentioned about LaFleur's comment. He's in command of this offense.
He really is, and the more you talk with some of the coaches on the Green Bay Packers, you say, why the improvement? Why have you won 3 out of 4? You know, what's going on? And he said, well, he's made 1,000 plays worth of mistakes. You know, I mean, at some point, you play 1,000 plays, you get a lot smarter. And over the course of the years, you watch enough of Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers watched enough of Brett Favre, and it sort of just passes down the line.
Dontavian Wicks, the rookie, in the lineup for Green Bay on 3rd and 4. Chiefs bring 4. Love throws inside. It's Wicks. First down. At the 7-yard line. Missed the game against the Lions with a knee and a concussion. But the last 4 games, his 5th-round pick has picked it up.
And this guy has vice grips for hands on the outside. Missed that game last week, but they love him working inside. A big guy, a physical presence in there, and understands how to get off the ball with some quick releases. But you hit him in the hands, it's going to stick.
Opening drives taken half the quarter. 1st and goal, Green Bay. It's Dillon with the inside run. Dillon to the 1. A gain of 6, and another Chief shaken up. That is Charles Omenihu, waiting to see that 0 on the other side. Omenihu, who was suspended the first 6 games of the year, played the last 2 with San Francisco, has come into the lineup and had an impact. And let's watch what happens to him.
He's the rotational end on the outside, used a lot in pass rush. It's like he took a shot, won't guess.
Right, so he's down there looking at him, and will step out before 2nd and goal.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by TSN Plus, the new home of NFL Red Zone. Subscribe now at tsn.ca/subscribe.
TSN Plus is taking game day to a whole new level with NFL Red Zone. I love this game. Subscribe now for every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon. Get TSN Plus today and stream on your favorite device.
Tap into BetMGM Casino, and you're entering a huge library full of exclusive games. Games you won't find anywhere else. Looking for jackpots? Right this way. You'll always find someone ready to give you a hand. Or some dice. Your favorite game is waiting for you. On Bet
With Dash Pass from DoorDash, get more to your door for less. Groceries, self-care, restaurants, and snacks. With no delivery fees and savings on every order. Dash that with Dash Pass from DoorDash. Start your 30-day free trial now.
For the first time, I can thrill. For the first time, I love you and always will. From the moment I saw you, I was enraptured. Every moment that
For every Christmas first, there's Canadian Tire, Canada's Christmas store.
Just as a stag loses its antlers each year, we believe in letting down our guard. It's how we go forward, how we grow stronger, and how we make our whiskey. Glenfiddich, where next?
We are playing to win.
I'm coming for you.
The Amazing Race, Wednesday on CTV.
See, Menahue walked off under his own power. Looks like he's getting ready to go back in. Drew Tranquil walked into the locker room a moment ago as the athletic training staff will continue to check on the starting middle linebacker for the Chiefs. This is the longest opening drive in terms of plays and time for the Packers this year. Play 13. Second and goal. Love fakes. Boot. End zone. Ben Sims. First NFL touchdown. And Lambeau leap.
Watch Justin Reed over there. He took the bait, and it was a very patient release by Ben Sims. Took his time, waited for number 20 to take a half a step, and then it was over. That was some drive right there, Mike.
Perfect drive for the Packers. Anders Carlson caps it off with the extra point. More than half the quarter, 13 plays. They kept Mahomes on ice. 7-0, Green Bay on top. Sunday Night Football, brought to you by T-Mobile. It's better over here. By Liberty Mutual Insurance, only pay for what you need. By Lowe's, Lowe's knows home improvement. And by Vioza. Visit Vioza.com to learn more. Visit the history books to look back at Packers-Chiefs the first time. Super Bowl I at the less than full Los Angeles Coliseum. This was the ad promoting the game with the coaches on the sides and the quarterbacks, Lenny Dawson and Bart Starr in the middle. And turn the page forward, and we've got Andy Reid and Matt LaFleur on opposite sides here as these two teams get to meet. The quarterbacks, of course, Patrick Mahomes has been sitting and waiting, Chris. That's an ideal drive led by Jordan Love and the Packers to get this game started with the ball.
Yeah, and Mahomes was down 14-0 a week ago in that one, and didn't seem to matter at all. He is the master of the comeback. He's the master of a lot of things in this game, but I'll tell you what, I think the Green Bay Packers just put a stake in the ground and said they're ready to go.
Here's Carlson kicks. Richie James going to get a return. Sixth kickoff return of the year for the Chiefs. And he's shy of the 25, pulled down by Isaiah McDuffie. Here's the KC offense.
Patrick Mahomes II, Texas Tech.
Isaiah Pacheco, Rutgers.
Scott Moore, Western Michigan.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Lakewood Junior Spartans.
Rashee Rice, SMU.
Travis Kelce, Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
Donovan Smith, Penn State.
Joe Tooney, North Carolina State.
Creed Humphrey, Oklahoma.
Trey Smith, Tennessee.
Juwan Taylor, Florida.
And that offensive line's been the same for every game for KC this year. Lacking the big plays. 23 points a game. That's down 6. A full touchdown less per game. And here they go down 7 on the road. First play. Swung out to Rashee Rice, who's having a terrific rookie season. And gains 9. 45th pass he's caught from Patrick Mahomes this year. Won his second league MVP last year, but this year behind in those numbers. Coming off his best game in a month. That was last week in Vegas against the Raiders. For Patrick Mahomes, this is regular season start number 92. The Chiefs have won 72 of the first 91. Assist from Joe Thuney, the guard, to add 4 more to that run.
Yeah, a little smaller, but Quadzilla still applies, right? I mean, when you watch Pacheco play, he has just added that physical element to this team. So you get all the flash, you get all the dance, you get all the scrambles from Patrick Mahomes. And
swing it out, Pacheco's got some space. Quay Walker hand on him. Walker and Corey Ballantyne, the corner, knock him down. But a good pickup one more time. That'll be a gain of 7 out of the gate for Pacheco.
Pacheco, like so many of these players on the Kansas City Chiefs offense, they're going to check and then release out in a route. Little shot right there against Rashawn Gary, then sneak out in the route. And that has become such a staple of this Kansas City offense.
2nd and 3 right back to the air. Mahomes comes back to Pacheco, gets hit hard, and will limit the game. That's Ballantyne again.
And once again, the Green Bay Packers on defense having to play without Jair Alexander, and it is Corey Ballantyne that is the one that is going to take his place. Quite the statement right there early on.
Edwards-Helaire is the back in there, and Clyde takes it, and he'll get the first down. And he'll keep the pile moving to the 46-yard line against the Green Bay defense.
Kenny Clark, UCLA. T.J. Slayton Jr., Florida. Devontae Wyatt, Georgia.
Preston Smith, Stevenson High School.
Devondre Campbell, Minnesota. Quay Walker, Chris County High School. Rashawn Gary, Michigan.
Carrington Valentine, Kentucky.
Jonathan Owens, Missouri Western.
Darnell Savage, Maryland.
Quay Valentine, Blackburn.
We get a couple of starters back, but as Chris said, missing Jair Alexander. Mahomes shot in the middle of the field for Kelsey. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis, coming across. Darnell Savage, one of those starters who returns in the lineup this week on defense.
So you're going to see Kelsey, he won't chip. He's going to duck and get around out here to work the middle of the field where he's really just so magical. But to have Darnell Savage back in there, but you could see the location that Mahomes was trying to do. Put it right there on the ground behind him. Just perfect coverage.
Second and 10. Pack bringing 4 out to Kelsey. He's got a flag down as he gets away from Keyshawn Nixon's tackle and takes it for the first down. They check the flag, and the initial signal is that's coming back the other way.
Pass interference. Offense, number 87. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Brad Allen is our referee tonight.
One of the things that Kelsey does so well is push off with his body, not his hands. Not that time. That time he extended the hands, and the officials caught it, and it was the right call. Usually you see him just leaning, using his big body, create a little separation. That time he went the full bench press.
Noah Gray, the other tight end, is in as well. It's 2nd and 20. Mahomes getting flushed, being chased by Preston Smith, and he gets a whole bunch of it back. Most of that penalty yardage as Patrick takes off and runs, as he does so often. 54th gallop for Mahomes this season.
So many times, it just seems that Mahomes understands when this pressure is too far inside. So that time, basically, the Packers, because of the chip on the outside, were forced downside, and Mahomes felt it, saw it, whatever it is that he does, and he makes so many big plays off of that.
3rd and 11. Deep drop by Mahomes, who pumps, looks, hit as he throws in the middle. It's caught by the former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who's got the first down at the 31-yard line.
Do not underestimate this play, not just by Mahomes, but by MVS on the outside. He had to basically slide and somehow make sure that ball didn't get to the ground. Mahomes just buried it between ribs 3 and 4 that didn't move.
Valdez-Scantling only one catch the last couple of games. Chris, I think we have Wanye Morris in there at left tackle right now for the Chiefs, replacing Donovan Smith as Pacheco runs to the left. Got away from a tackle. Pacheco on the run inside the 10. First and goal, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, a big run at 27 to get the Chiefs close.
You end up with a new guy in, you block down, you bring around, and all of a sudden you've got a big play working on the outside. This is a Chiefs team that really knows how to play these gap plays. And the patience there of Pacheco. Sometimes if he has one fault, sometimes he can be too fast getting to the hole. Time that one up perfect.
42 of the yards on this drive. First and goal, KC. Mahomes looking Kelsey's way. Chasing behind, and he's sacked by Luke Van Ness out of Iowa. Just the second sack of the year for the first-round pick.
Well, as soon as you bring in the backup tackle, you bring in your #1 draft pick and cut him loose. Van Ness this time got the hands off and was able to run down Patrick Mahomes. So now strategy shifts. Now you've got to provide help over to that left tackle side.
There is Donovan Smith, the 9th-year veteran on the sideline, athletic training staff talking to him. And Morris, who had only played one snap in 8 games, in there and left tackle, protecting Mahomes. He gives to Pacheco, runs left to the 10. And now down at the 9, he'll set up 3rd and goal. Melissa.
You were talking about left tackle Donovan Smith, and he has been on the injury report the last 2 weeks, this one and the last one with a neck. They've been testing the strength of his shoulders, and as you see, no helmet on.
So we will certainly watch this Chiefs team that has been intact with that line throughout. But turning to Morris in the early going here. Final minute of an entertaining opening quarter. Justin Watson in the game. Mahomes stepping in trouble. Engulfed. Rashawn Gary had 3 on Thanksgiving. Has Mahomes tonight and a field goal attempt coming.
He's been something else, hasn't he? Rashawn Gary on the outside, 3 sacks in that game on Thanksgiving, and he is just relentless. Misses the first time, stays with it, comes back, gets a piece of it along with Kenny Clark.
So Harrison Butker, perfect all season. At the end of the quarter, I guess they're going to let him get it off here. And knock that one through. Clock did say 0-0 before the snap. Usually the game clock's not like the play clock, but Kong, the new empire. Watch the new trailer. Online now.
All I do is work. All I do is work.
Hi, I'm here for my 3:30 with a Mr. Greer.
Of course, we've confirmed coverage. The patient will be right with you.
I'm sorry, you want me to wait?
Yes, please.
Here.
Okay. Coverage and care, all in one place. Green Shield. Better health for all.
Mean to be driven. It's when passion becomes purpose. So make it happen. In the newly redesigned Hyundai Elantra. We make WA. You drive it.
Enamel repair, more minerals are able to enter deep into the enamel surface. This way we're going to be able to repair the already damaged enamel.
Irresistibly smooth, melting Lindor. This holiday season, you choose the moment. We'll provide the bliss. From the Lindt Maitre Chocolatier.
Canadians have turned to CTV National News.
One National News, now at 5:30 and 11.
The Voice is live, and the power shifts from the coaches to you. So it's your vote that decides who's going to win The Voice. So tune in and vote tomorrow, live on NBC and on Peacock. Speaking of voices, not ours, Chris.
Thank goodness.
Hers. Taylor's back.
We're lucky. We've had her twice now.
Let's point out, she's been to 5 Chiefs games, 3 at home.
Yep.
The only 2 road games Sunday night, so she's on tour with us.
That's true.
Right.
That's very true. She gets a part of Lambeau Field. That's worth a trip from Europe to come see a game in Lambeau.
Right. Taylor was in Europe earlier this week. I think it was the opening of the Beyonce movie. And I'm over my skis here. I'm into my Access Hollywood portion of my life. Line drive kick by Butker is going to go to the end zone. Touchback. They'll take over the 25 and down to Melissa.
Mike, we are getting word from the Chiefs on linebacker Drew Tranquill, who we saw walk into the locker room with the assistance of the team doctor and the unaffiliated neurotrauma consultant. He is in concussion protocol, and he currently remains in the locker room.
Okay, Melissa, so it's a big loss for this Chiefs team. Like you said, we started to point out when the injury happened, Chris, that's a position that he has come in and smoothly taken over for Nick Bolton, and that's saying a lot.
And Spagnuolo told us that he didn't change a thing with this defense, and it is a complex position within the Kansas City defense.
Doing its drive 2 for Green Bay. And it's Love on the throw, and it's Tucker Kraft again. So 3 to the tight ends tonight. And Kraft from Timberlake, South Dakota, takes it to the 44-yard line.
And just remember the fact that they ran the ball so effectively with A.J. Dillon. So now you come out on first down, you're loaded up, your defensive linemen are forward, you're ready for a fist fight, and they come out and go play action right off the bat. So far, this has been, in my mind, Matt LaFleur's offense. Aaron had his own style, and it was a blended system. I think you're seeing Matt LaFleur's offense now almost in its entirety.
Into the hands of Christian Watson. A catch earlier here on the run towards Karlaftis comes around and chases him down. Only a gain of couple on Watson's 3rd run of the season.
George Karlaftis has been getting it done for the Kansas City Chiefs on defense. He's in with 8 sacks. It's hard to get past Chris Jones. But he has been a guy that is a physical presence in the run game.
As you look at Karlaftis, who's had a really bust-out second season with 8 sacks, there's another injury concern for the Chiefs. Justin Reed, who started every game, their safety, is down on a knee and being looked at as he was over there with Karlaftis making the tackle on Watson. Reed, who played his first 4 years in Houston, and Steve Spagnuolo talking about him too, and Andy Reid telling us last night the impact Reed has made with all the youth in their secondary. And there was a lot last year, and they played well. They've gotten even better. But Reed, as a veteran, has been an important voice in that DB room.
And Mike, included in that is the fact that now your middle linebacker, Drew Tranquill, is out. Nick Bolton, your other middle linebacker, is out. And Justin Reed is that enforcer out of the secondary. He's the 8th guy down in the box to stop the run. And so now it's going to be even more difficult to stop A.J. Dillon.
Mike Edwards, Jamari Connor, a couple of safeties out there for the moment. Second and 8.
They're already rotating down. They're already bringing Edwards down, assuming they're going to challenge this running game.
Play action, extra man coming. Love protected, and he's found Wicks again. Dontavian Wicks tackled by Jamari Connor at the 25-yard line. 28 on that ground.
Got Wicks coming all the way across the field here to end up in perfect position. So right now we're seeing some of the routes that the Kansas City Chiefs have loved over the years, those sort of 3-layer routes on the far side, but you have to have protection in order to get that receiver all the way across the field. This has been a masterpiece so far for the Green Bay Packers on offense.
And their quarterback, you saw the numbers, Love perfect so far. Now 9 of 9. Here's Kraft on the edge to the 19-yard line. I mentioned Tucker Kraft, the rookie out of South Dakota State, is from Timberlake, South Dakota. Population 509, town with 0 stoplights, and they all know and love 85 in green and gold.
I bet they do. They're doing this without their best tight end, Luke Musgrave, who was a second-round pick, out with a lacerated kidney.
Back in the red zone. Give to Dillon. Kraft came inside to throw the block, and Dillon gets the first down at the 16-yard line.
And now you're going to have a defense that's going to feel like they have to start doing something. So here comes L'Jarius Sneed off the edge over here. They're trying to make plays to stop this run game in addition to the play action off of it. And you just wonder exactly how under control and how limited Steve Spagnuolo may be with this defense down to his third play caller inside.
Justin Reed is back. He was getting ahead of Steve. He may have been a step away from getting all the way, but it was Cochran who got a hand on him at the 9.
So, Mike, whenever you do that sort of jet sweep action, it locks in the backside linebacker. He has to be able to hang back there just in case. And so Willie Gay here is a half a step slow getting over to be able to make that tackle. That's the reason for all the misdirection that we've seen early in this game from Green Bay.
Hey, lucky 50-50.
Yeah, Love got a look at what was coming, but he peeked up and saw the play clock was at 2, and they've got to use timeout number 2 in this first half.
Talked about some of the misdirection that we've already seen. At the very opening of the game, you're going to get Reed coming around and sort of setting the tone for this one and basically making a statement, don't fly out of there, linebackers. Now you come out and you establish a little bit of that. Now you go bootleg. Again, misdirection. Linebackers, don't be so quick to go chase A.J. Dillon across the field. This is really Matt LaFleur. This goes back to Kyle Shanahan. This goes back so many other different coaches. But the basic belief is if you run it, you establish a run, you establish the bootlegs off of it. Too much to handle for any defense. RPOs as well.
2nd and 5. The Chiefs bring the heat. Love retreats. Throws incomplete. Almost Reed going the other way. He tried to get it to Christian Watson. Blitz that time affected Green Bay's offense.
I don't really know why he threw that ball that far behind. That was a throw that was so bad, it was even uninterceptable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to throw it bad, throw it really bad so the other team can't get it either.
It's like if you miss the fairway, miss it into the other fairway where you have a shot, right?
We know a little about that.
35. Love stepping up, throwing in zone. Watson! Touchdown Packers! They're 2 for 2 tonight.
First of all, you have to watch the pass protection here because this is going to take a long time to get across the field. Fantastic job by the guys up front. And that is sort of what we see out of Patrick Mahomes. Jordan Love hanging in there, not being influenced at all by the pressure around him. Little semi-jump pass. And look at the Green Bay Packers and this young, lovely football team.
And you saw the fan with the sign. It's a love story. Baby, they're saying yes right now. 2 for 2 on drives and touchdowns. Packers up 11 on the Jets.
Hey, so I found a betting system that's really working great for me.
So did I. What's yours?
I set up an hour-a-week time limit on FanDuel. I can also set up wager limits, so I only bet what I can afford, and betting stays fun.
Right.
So what's your system?
What's that?
Your system. What's your system? What is that?
Every bettor has a system. Make FanDuel's responsible gaming tools a key part of yours.
And action.
Okay, what?
Sometimes it's so obvious.
How about you just do one where you say the line?
Shh. He's naming.
What's wrong?
I dreamt we had cable internet.
Oh, sweetie. We've always had cable internet.
Once you're used to Bell Pure Fiber Internet, anything else is terrifying.
We're here for 8 a.m. concerts. Sunday drivers. Taking the very scenic route along the way. The joys of higher learning. 18 wheels, no wheels, hogs and dogs. Farmers markets, departures, and arrivals. We're here for all these things because we're not just Petro, we're Petro Canada.
The Masked Singer is revved up for the next group final. Yeah! 3 rockin' performances, 2 incredible unmaskings. Get into a bodacious new Masked Singer. Wednesday, 8/9 Mountain on CTV.
Seen it all week. Love this. NFL players wearing customized cleats in honor of the causes they support. Through My Cause, My Cleats, you can visit NFL.com/MyCauseMyCleats. Hear the players' stories and bid on their custom cleats for charity. Remember, guys years ago would come out with some message of some sort, and there was all this angst. Oh, no, what are the guys doing? And the league and the players have gotten together and really turned it into a great effort to raise money in a philanthropic way. Anders Carlson, the kick. It's a touchback. Here's Melissa.
Mike, Rashawn Gary chose Made by Dyslexia for My Cause, My Cleats, and he was so thoughtful when telling us why. Starting in first grade, Gary struggled to read, and other kids picked on him. It wasn't until 7th grade that he was actually diagnosed with dyslexia. But there weren't resources to help him, so he and his mom, Jennifer, they had to learn their own strategies. And Gary said he doesn't want other kids to suffer the way he did.
And you see his mom, Jennifer, there. She's been by his side so many years. His high school days in New Jersey, his college days in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And that defensive line up there to make the stop on the first down run by Pacheco.
I mean, it was so interesting talking with him, wasn't he? Just such a good guy, Rashawn Gary. And he said, I just remember thinking there's something wrong with me. And he just couldn't come up with an answer. And yet here they were just stayed after it, tried to figure it out, finally came up with a solution. And talking to him now is just brilliant. He is a fantastic young man.
After a Pacheco gain of 1 to Isaiah through the air. Open field, hard to bring down. And Jonathan Owens does it. About 4 shy of the first down to bring up 3rd down for KC.
How about the game Jonathan Owens had against Detroit? Now, we can talk about a lot of other players, but the guy who stuck out to me was Jonathan Owens. And yes, he's married to Simone Biles, but that's not why he's getting attention in Green Bay anymore. He is putting together some real games on the back end, getting a chance to start tonight, even though Rudy Ford back as well.
3rd and 4 for Kansas City. Mahomes, first down. Sky Moore in traffic. They'll mark him right past the 35, and they'll move the chains for KC on their 2nd drive of the night. So there's Kansas City down double digits again, and Patrick Mahomes, the one guy who feels right at home in these spots, did it last week against Las Vegas. They fell down 14-0, and went on to beat the Raiders 31-17.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes no longer thinking about how great it is to play at Lambeau Field. He was excited to get a chance to play here, but now it's time to get locked and loaded here. This is a Green Bay defense playing pretty well.
Under center for the Pacheco run to the right. You see Donovan Smith, 79. The left tackle, who played the first half dozen plays in this one, then was out for the rest of that opening drive. Back in here for drive 2 for KC.
Yeah, the other interesting story for me on the other side is what Andy Reid has done with Jawan Taylor. If you remember opening day, Jawan Taylor had all kinds of issues, lining up too far in the backfield. His leg was shaking. He was moving around. Now you look at him, he is right in line. He's not jumping off sides. They have solved the problem on the outside.
Second and 8, play action for Mahomes. Throw it in the middle. Kelsey gets wide open. You wonder how that can happen sometimes, right? With all the attention Travis gets. Inside the 40, first down Kansas City. They pick up 23.
Wow, they end up with a man coverage running across the field, but you're going to see an area right here in the middle of the field. And usually there's two guys within a couple of yards of Travis Kelsey. Even he had to be thinking, what the heck, because he's been getting beat up all night so far tonight.
Mahomes is open 7 for 8. Dropping, taking off to his left. That little fake, he was running all the way, pulled out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Corey Ballantyne over there, and one of the folks on the sideline there holding the down marker also went down. Seems to be getting up and okay.
Patrick Mahomes. He just, you know, we've seen it work before. We've seen guys running down the field, 10 yards down the field, or wide receivers fake a pass and have it fake somebody else out. I guess you just can't help yourself.
He does it all. He grabbed the jacket of the gentleman who was holding the down marker to try to avoid a heavier fall. Inside run, Edwards-Helaire in there, and Clyde gets very close to that first down inside the 30-yard line. Chris, this was a guy at the end of the first round who we thought was going to be the big star for the Chiefs in the backfield when he was drafted 4 years ago. Hasn't been the case, but they have not lost faith in him. And we saw a couple of hard runs against the Raiders last week.
Yeah, I thought he was doing a little semi-impersonation of Pacheco when I was watching it, but you could see the uplift of intensity. But now, when it really matters on third and very short, get number 10 back in there.
There is Pacheco for the first down. That whole middle of that offensive line is so good for Kansas City. And they paved the way for Pacheco to get to the 22.
I tell you what, I call them the wall inside. These interior guys right here. I'm going to start on the left side with Joe Tooney and Creed Humphrey. Watch this double team. Just push right back into the linebacker. Now, I'm going to say that Pacheco is a fantastic player. There's a whole bunch of people who can run through that hole.
There they are. Tooney, Humphrey, Smith. First and 10. Mahomes is looking at Kelsey, slides it inside for Rice. It's incomplete. Just a half step off with Rashee Rice.
Well, you knew he was going to drop down and give us a little three-quarter shot at some time. That was almost full sidearm there. Just barely off, trying to leave that thing in front of Rashee Rice, who, if the Kansas City Chiefs happen to win another world championship, Rashee Rice is going to have to be a big part of it.
He's over here, closer to you in the slot, and Kelsey's strolling behind him. There's Travis on the run. Blockers out there for Kelsey. Inside the 15 and very close to the first down. To get those terrific offensive linemen on the move in front of Kelsey.
I don't know how to describe his running style other than a weaver. You know, it's just, he just weaves. And people, because he weighs 250 pounds, you're out there amongst all these cornerbacks who weigh 195 or 200. It takes somebody like Devondre Campbell to come out there and make a tackle. It's a good play.
He's got the first down at the 12. Chiefs got down deep on the opening drive, had to settle for a field goal. Pacheco patiently inside, spun down inside the 9-yard line. Carl Brooks, the rookie out of Bowling Green. One of the two in there along with T.J. Slayton, who's playing well on the nose.
Does it feel like you're kind of watching the same thing happening on both sides of the ball here? Like it's this powerful run game, then play action off of it, and it's going to come down to who scores touchdowns in the red zone and who has to kick field goals. So far, the Chiefs are the ones that had to kick the field goal.
Second and 6, Mahomes. Stepping up, taking off, takes the hit. Very close to the first down at the 2-yard line, but we've got a flag back where they were pass blocking. This one's coming back.
Holding. Offense, number 52. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
That's the center, Creed Humphrey.
I'll tell you, Creed Humphrey is a guy who barely made a mistake his first couple years in the league ever. He's given up a few sacks this year in a different way, and that one will bring it back as well, and he can't believe it. Let's take a look. Completely locked and loaded, and I think that's what they saw right there.
So once again, mistake inside the 10, backs the Chiefs up. It's second and 16. Quickly out for Rice, who gets it at the 11-yard line. Quay Walker saw that buzzing by there. He and Savage in tight quarters.
Man, that was some catch. He didn't even see that ball. I've had a couple of those thrown my way in my career, and it's just like you just sort of stick your hands out. It's a good thing he did, or else Savage would have had that one. Good quick reactions that time by Rice.
It's just the second drive for the Chiefs, and they face third and long. They can get a first down at the 2. Mahomes 5 to the pattern. Trying to get away. Again, they get him for the sack. It's Preston Smith. So the Green Bay pass rush comes up in the red zone twice and will force another field goal attempt.
Mike, these are coverage sacks. He had plenty of time here. Really did. Preston Smith with a good rush right off the bat, but he was stymied in the beginning. Had to sort of give it a second go, and just could not come up with the open receiver down the field here, trying to find Kelsey, but they zone it off on the backside with Valentine, and for the second time now they have to kick field goal.
Harrison Butker from 34 still hasn't missed a kick all year. Kansas City's quarterback Patrick Mahomes sacked 3 times by the Green Bay defense. Most sacks in a game against the Chiefs this year. It's the reason Green Bay's up 8.
Why did you invite him?
He was out there all alone.
Great party. I really feel the warmth. I wish this night would last forever.
I'll get him up.
M&M's for all fun kind.
Do your dreams feel out of reach? With the right tools to invest and someone teaching you how to use them, your dreams might be closer than you think. Become a better investor with Questrade, Canada's #1 rated online broker.
Hey, Canada, come on into Montana's, where weekdays have turned into deal days. Why not check out our half-price wings every Monday, $5 tacos on Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, and drink deals every day, only at Montana's.
At eBay Motors, you get the right parts, because otherwise...
Are these the right headlights for my car?
Yeah. If you trade it in for a monster truck, look.
For parts that fit your vehicle, look for the green check. eBay Motors.
With Freestyle Libre 2, know your glucose level and where it's headed. Get real-time glucose readings sent right to your smartphone. Freestyle Libre 2. Now you know. Visit myfreestyle.ca or scan the code on your screen.
When did you last really feel something? Beyond the extraordinary. Feel it now on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation.
Watch this. We get the team and I know that we making them nervous. This in the battle, we can't have discussion. I'm talking about doing the verses. Yeah, make it a good one. Make it a good one. Could be 1 in a million. So make it a good one.
Brothers, Whispering Pines Tree Farm, that's 30 minutes north of Green Bay. They sell 6,000 trees a year. The magic moment that tree comes down, you bring it home. Remember to keep it watered, please.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to pick those little pines out of the carpet.
God.
That's the part I remember.
Oh, man. Just hang time with this kick. Keyshawn Nixon's aggressive. Loves to bring him out. Here he goes. And they'll wait for the 23-yard line. Cam Jones there on special teams for Kansas City. Chris, this has been such a good start for Jordan Love. You look at these two drives, it has been exactly the way Matt LaFleur could have hoped they would have been.
And I just wonder, we haven't seen a lot of exotic stuff so far out of Spagnuolo and the Kansas City Chiefs. You wonder what being down to their third inside linebacker may be doing to some of the exotics that he may want to play out here. And so far, Jordan Love looks like he's been playing for the last 20 years.
So the shot of 73, Yosh Nijman. He's the backup left tackle. Green Bay rotates their tackles. And James Robinson in the game, former Jacksonville Jaguar 1,000-yard rusher. Got 2. Willie Gay tackled him, and this is 2-minute warning. So 4 drives, 4 scores. Green Bay's got TDs. KC's got field goals. And that's why the number is 8.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by FanDuel, home of the same game parlay.
You think the holidays go by quickly? Football goes by quickly. So cherish every rush pass and rush pass turn pick six with withdrawals on FanDuel in as little as 2 hours if you win. Because holiday football won't last forever, and soon it'll just be March.
FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook.
Ever wonder what it'd be like if horsepower and brain power had a pony?
Financial goals. Fidelity knows we've all got them. Maybe you want to own a home. Or never own a home. Maybe you want to travel. Or have a kid. Or travel with your kid. Yours could be retiring early. Or never retiring at all. At Fidelity, we know everyone has different goals. But the one thing we share, we all want to get to them sooner.
Hey, Canada! Good friends, good barbecue, and good value live at Montana's. Like our 50-day aged steak, marinated for 8 hours and flame grilled to perfection. Get a 7-ounce sirloin, served with your choice of 2 sides and onion rings for only $24.99 every day. Want more? Come in now and raise the stakes when you add Canadian lobster to your turf for just $8. Try this and other surf favorites only for a limited time. So come on down, only at Montana's.
The Amazing Race, Wednesday on CTV.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
It's about 33 weeks, exactly 236 days. We're getting closer to Paris and the Olympic Games, live on NBC and Peacock. And the Olympic Games tie into the Green Bay Packers because of, as Chris mentioned earlier, Simone Biles, 4-time gold medalist, 7-time Olympic medalist, who is married to the Packers defensive back, Jonathan Owens. Simone here on the field before the game, chance to visit with her. She loves coming to these games, and she has become very knowledgeable about what's going on the field, especially watching the Packers secondary.
I bet she is.
Jonathan had some good stories to tell me this week about that. Patrick Taylor's the back, 2nd and 8 at the 2-minute warning. Love's throw inside. That is caught by Romeo Dobbs at the 30-yard line. His first catch of the night. 3 short of a first down, and an important third down coming up here, Chris.
A huge third down right now. And the Green Bay Packers are acting like they're going to hurry up. I wonder if they really will. Chiefs going to have all 3 timeouts. If they have to punt in this situation, you just worry about what Patrick Mahomes might put together. Then get the ball in the second half. Big down, and they are. They're delaying a bit here. They're taking their time.
Work it down, 3rd and 3. Protected. Love throws complete to Christian Watson. Joshua Williams went down. Watson's got the first down with 1:16 to go.
And what was the number one thing, Mike, that Steve Spagnuolo was worried about?
Cleats.
Tell him. Cleats. The last time, or not, maybe not the last time, but when he was here once before, he had a defensive back that refused to switch his cleats on this field. He said, I'm telling you, it's slippery out there. In the key play of the game so far in this one, this guy slips down.
A run with Patrick Taylor. Been around Green Bay a couple of times, spinning instead of going out of bounds. He stopped shy of the 45-yard line. The clock will dive under a minute.
So now everything shifts. Now the Green Bay Packers have the hammer, and they can work this drive. Chris Jones now playing on the far outside here, closest to you.
They'll run again with Taylor. Big space. Patrick Taylor takes it to the 32-yard line. So the third-year man out of Memphis. Cut by New England, who signed him off the practice squad. Re-signed here just a couple of weeks ago. And they keep it running. Don't take the timeout they have left. 30 seconds to go, and the Chiefs, I believe, are going to take a timeout. They are. So Kansas City uses the timeout. So huge runs by Taylor. That one getting them down to the 32-yard line.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by TSN Plus, the new home of NFL Red Zone. Subscribe now at tsn.ca/subscribe.
TSN Plus is taking game day to a whole new level with NFL Red Zone. I love this game. Subscribe now for every touchdown from every game, every Sunday afternoon. Get TSN Plus today and stream on your favorite device.
Hey, Canada, Montana's has raised the stakes. Aged for 50 days, marinated for 8 hours, and flame grilled to perfection. Get a 7-ounce sirloin with 2 sides for only $24.99. Now that's a premium steak without the premium price. Only at Montana's.
At every OK Tire store, you'll find a local owner who lives in your community, proudly offering full auto service. And when you shop with us, you're shopping local. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
My blood sugar's pretty good right now. I go to the gym. I'll be fine.
Truth is, type 2 diabetes means a higher chance of stroke. Does your plan include reducing your stroke risk? Talk to your doctor.
Inez, you're using Head & Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes.
You should use it every wash. Otherwise, the flakes will come back.
He's right, you know.
Is that Tiny Troy?
There's no itchiness, dryness, or flakes down here.
I love Tiny Troy.
Make every wash count.
What do you think they want?
Everything. We're searching for soldiers for a fight against the Mother World.
I could help you.
I'm here to give you a chance at redemption.
We are beyond redemption.
What about revenge?
What else would you rather be, man? Y'all see, baby, enjoy the show.
The season finale of The Traitors Canada, Monday on CTV.
The group back in the studio, led by Maria Taylor, coming up on the Toyota halftime. Unrelated to Maria, at least I think unrelated, Patrick Taylor just had his longest run of his NFL career that has put The Green Bay Packers, Chris, down at the 32-yard line here with 32 seconds to go.
Yeah, and a real communication issue. You can see some of it already. Jack Cochran in there. He was trying to communicate with Mike Edwards, and they just got off a beat and took advantage.
Green Bay used a timeout on each of the first 2 drives, so they're down to 1. KC took that last timeout. 32 to go. And a false start.
False start. Offense, number 11. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's on the rookie receiver, Jaden Reed.
Yeah, let's go back to that miscommunication here, just so you can see it. Here's Cochran. He's going to try and communicate back here with his safety. And then as the running back cuts over first to Cochran's right, he is not looking at the ball carrier, jumps over the top, and creates a big hole in there.
Love continues the research with the hard count. Pressure out here, got rid of it over the head of Taylor, and incomplete. It went whizzing by Cochran as well. Pressure was there from Chris Jones, the veteran, getting near the quarterback.
Just ran right through John Runyon, not even a move. This is every once in a while, Chris Jones will do something that you go, Aaron Donald or whoever you want to talk about. You just can't win any faster than what Chris Jones did right there. But Jordan Love didn't exacerbate the problem. He got rid of it. Give yourself another chance. All you need out of this drive is a field goal.
43's big.
They're hearing all that communication. Love escapes to the right. Not much open downfield. He gets rid of it by the sideline as Willie Gay gets to knock him out of bounds. It's incomplete. It'll set up third down. They're at the 37. A field goal from here would be 55 yards.
The Green Bay Packers receivers have to do better than that. We talk about the strength of this team, and for Kansas City being in their secondary, they had everybody locked down on that one in that 2-man coverage. No chance.
You know, Chris, Kansas City took a timeout with 32 seconds left. Sometimes you just get your defense right and ready, especially with Cochran out. And the last couple of snaps, it's been 2 of the best snaps for this defense this game.
Absolutely, and don't be surprised if Jordan Love takes off with this one. He needs 5 yards back in the worst way.
Inside, they try to run for it with Robinson, and Cochran and Reed make sure he doesn't get there. Trent McDuffie was down as well. And Kansas City takes this timeout with 18 seconds left. We've seen them in big spots not need a lot of time to get downfield, but now it's going to be a 4th down decision for Green Bay.
Yeah, I'm not sure you try this field goal, because otherwise you're going to leave it there in the middle of the field with about 12 seconds, and Patrick Mahomes, he won a championship one year in that kind of situation.
Exactly. Carlson was not great in warm-ups going in this direction. Well, the rookie will stay there, and they'll bring out the punt unit for the first time. Rich Bisaccia, special teams coach, who did such a good job when he took over the Raiders a few years ago, getting them to the playoffs. In conversation there with Matt LaFleur. And you'll see punt for the first time tonight with Daniel Whelan.
I tell you, I would want this ball rolling on the ground somewhere and eat some of that clock.
Whelan takes his time, hangs it high. It's bouncing, and they do what they did last week, downing it at the 1-yard line. This time, Rudy Ford there on special teams. Perfect execution by Green Bay. We're back in 30 seconds in a long field for the Chiefs, and we'll be back after this from AWS.
You're not an elf.
Celebrate the holiday season with Crave and enjoy festive favorites for everyone, like Hugh Grant in the romantic holiday comedy Love Actually.
Lovely, yes.
Fred Claus.
I'm having a ball.
Ho, ho, ho. Will Ferrell in the hilarious classic Elf.
Does someone need a hug?
Nutcracker.
And a whole lot more. Stream now on Crave. Plan starting at $9.99 a month.
All right. Santa ready to go, feeling good. That's a big play and a big kick in this game by Whelan. Backs the Chiefs up to the 2, and they're not going to do anything with it. to the 3-yard line technically as Mahomes takes a knee, takes it to the locker room. The Green Bay Packers looking to win 4 of their last 5. And nobody's going to get Matt LaFleur's way going up the tunnel this week, as happened Thanksgiving in Detroit. KC gets the ball to start the second half. Packers.
I dreamt we had cable internet.
Oh, sweetie. We've always had cable internet.
Once you're used to Bell Pure Fiber Internet, anything else is terrifying.
This holiday season illumination, the studio behind Despicable Me and Minions invites you to take flight into the thrill of the unknown with a funny, feathered family vacation like no other. It's the action-packed new original comedy, Migration, coming up in theaters. That's the Green Bay Curling Club just down the street here. Some great folks. Once the U.S. Olympic curling team prepared over there. They have recreational leagues, all that good stuff. Pacheco out, 2nd and 22. Flip it to Rashee Rice. Tony was out there to block 4, and he got to the 38-yard line. And a pickup of 4. And Chris Pacheco lucky to get up from this one.
Yeah, if you've ever played football ever, you've been caught in a few precarious positions. Watch the way Pacheco muscles his way out of this, where he was almost going to flip over backwards on his legs, but just sheer strength alone got him out of that.
Oh, goodness. Donovan Smith out again. He's questionable to return the neck injury. Wanye Morris is the left tackle on 3rd and 18. Mahomes is escaping and throws on the run, complete to Kelsey to the 35. And how about that little dance, almost hang time from Mahomes to not cross the line of scrimmage.
There it is, Mike. That's what he does, and this protection was perfect. They go 3-man rush to try and protect. But watch as he steps up. These linebackers take just a little step forward, and that's it. That's the way he does it. He doesn't fool around and scramble sideways. He scrambles right at your defense, forces a reaction, takes advantage of your reaction.
27 for that magical duo there. Pacheco back in. Slamming it left into Quay Walker. Through Quay Walker. Inagbari brings him down, but a gain of 11. What a powerful runner. The 2nd year, 7th round pick out of Rutgers.
Talk about a massive guy, but he just runs like he's out of control. 216 pounds is a relatively small back in this league.
That's the same dude who just got bent backwards, right?
Yes, sir.
Gosh. From the 29. Rashee Rice got the block from Watson on the edge, and Rice to the 11-yard line. Well, they get it out quick. The wide receivers help each other downfield blocking, and the Chiefs are on the move again.
And I tell you, that play by Patrick Mahomes is the one. I mean, this is a one-score game, right? Yes. I mean, it really is a one-score game. And you're talking about they were 3rd and 20, whatever it was, and he just has a way. There is no down and distance that is insurmountable for him.
1st and 10 from the 11. Pacheco. Inagbari along for the ride to the 5-yard line. Pick up a 6.
So this is where the Kansas City Chiefs have been blowing this game so far. 3 sacks, you talked about it. Never happened to Patrick Mahomes in the red zone before. But there have been key penalties down here as well. And part of those penalties have been because the offensive line almost did too good a job. And the guys couldn't get open. So he held the ball, moved around, and there were some penalties. Have to stay disciplined now inside the 10.
2nd and 4 to Rice. Kelsey out there blocking. Rice to the 1. Goes down there. They say that he was down when the ball came out. No turnover. But where the mark is, it'll be 1st and goal for Kansas City.
The runner was down by contact. The result of the play is a 1st down.
Let's watch where Rice is as he's leaning. It's a good call. After Flowers, the line judge was on it. The Chiefs go quick. And Pacheco into the end zone with a penalty marker down. We've got a couple of them as players were running on and off. The officials will confer for a minute. For the moment, it's a Pacheco touchdown. Pacheco goes to attempt a Lambeau leap. It fails.
2 fouls. Both by the defense. Illegal substitute.
And it's a 2-point game as Isaiah Pacheco runs it in for the 6th time this year.
And we ran out of little things to stick on them. The little lollipop things, we didn't have enough.
And with all the confusion, Pacheco on a drive with a lot of contact, goes in untouched. So here go the Chiefs for two for the first time this year. Kansas City has not attempted a two-point conversion in 2023.
All right, let's see what they've drawn up here. It's always interesting, these two-point plays with Andy Reid in Kansas City.
They've become so successful. 55% the overall conversion rate around the NFL coming into this week. It's just Pacheco running left, and the Packers are there. And this remains a two-point game. And Green Bay's defense, Quay Walker, Preston Smith, Darnell Savage over there to shut it down. For the Chiefs in the end zone for the first time. First time in Lambeau. Of course, Patrick's going to leave you with a little Mahomes magic. It set up the touchdown run by Pacheco. 14-12. Green Bay.
The NFL on TSN is brought to you in part by Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Hey, Canada. Good friends, good barbecue, and good value live at Montana's. Like our 50-day aged steak, marinated for 8 hours and flame grilled to perfection. Get a 7-ounce sirloin, served with your choice of 2 sides and onion rings for only $24.99 every day. Want more? Come in now and raise the stakes when you add Canadian lobster to your turf for just $8. Try this and other surf favorites only for a limited time. So come on down, only at Montana's.
EQ Bank is here to help you make bank. You know, make like the opposite of take. You see, take is happening all the time, like bank fees. Seriously? I gotta pay money to store my money because they say so? Low interest is of no interest to anyone. We deserve a bank that's always making. For us, not them. Less take, more make.
Nightmares 2-hour season finale all starts Monday 8/9 Mountain on CTV.
What else would you rather be, man? Y'all see, baby, enjoy yourself.
For the first time ever, we're bringing together an international all-star cast of ex-Islanders ready for some healthy competition and a second chance at love. It's Love Island Games. Ultimately, which couple gets $100,000?
January 2nd, spend the night with family. First, it's the premiere of Night Court, and then John Cryer returns to television in Extended Family. It all starts January 2nd on NBC and Peacock. A little tubing in Titletown, going down the hill. Fun way to spend an evening here in Green Bay. Harrison Butker, the kick. Keyshawn Nixon going backwards with momentum, still brings it out. Nixon bouncing to the outside and turns this into a nice return to the 32-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. And this look at the quarterback, Jordan Love, for the Packers, is brought to you by Tide. Well, it's the holiday season. It's the 20th anniversary of the rom-com Love Actually. And actually, Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers have a lot in common. 2 of the quarterbacks active in the first round who didn't start as rookies. And Matt LaFleur's been waiting. Love has been great. Same record as Rodgers 15 years later. Same exact passing yards and total touchdowns. Exactly the same. The holiday spirit abounds. And Love actually has played really well the last month or so. And to the air on first down. He's going to swing it out to the check down. Nice move by Dillon in space. Beautiful run to the 47-yard line. The running back who was quiet the end of the second quarter with a good play there to start the third. As we have an injury on the sideline, another Chief is hurt. It's Brian Cook, the safety. And the Chiefs medical staff across the field to look at him. It's been a tough night for Kansas City. You can tell the concern of the fellow defensive players from Kansas City. They've already seen Drew Tranquil, their starting linebacker, go out. Earlier, Justin Reed was hurt, came back in the game, but now Brian Cook is down.
Thanksgiving. Go.
I can run an interception down 99 yards, run it back 99 yards. The first 198-yard touchdown in NFL history.
I'm not sure that's how stats work, DK.
That's how they should work.
Hi, this is us. You like saving money?
Yeah.
Did you know you can earn Avion points when you pay with your RBC debit card? You gotta make it count.
Switch to RBC and get $350.
This is a nightmare.
We gotta start seeing this for what it is.
What is the truth?
No one is in control. I've never seen anything like this. Please help. Haven't you been picking up on what's going on out there?
Ram makes trucks for everyone. Like those with holiday spirit. And those with not so much. We make trucks for good Samaritans, good neighbors, and even people covered in tree sap. We also make trucks awarded #1 in new vehicle quality by J.D. Power. Whatever your holiday life is like, Ram has a truck for you. Right now, drive home a Ram and get 10% off MSRP for up to $9,700 in total discounts.
Once in a lifetime is never enough.
Never enough.
When I wear diamonds, I feel powerful, fun, fabulous.
I feel on top of the world.
Diamonds are for everyone.
I put them everywhere.
Diamond, diamond, diamond.
Love for all.
Diamonds for all. Pandora, lab-grown diamonds.
This season of The Amazing Race has been anything but predictable. With bigger episodes than ever before. Get into The Amazing Race, Wednesday at 9:37 Mountain on CTV.
Well, unfortunately, Brian Cook, the second-year starting safety out of Cincinnati, remains down, and the athletic training staff, the doctors, are out there looking at him. It's a lower leg injury for Cook. We're not going to show you replays on it. It's one of those that's just tough to see, and it happened right in front of the Green Bay sideline. You can see the Packers athletic training staff was right there until the Chiefs got over. The players took a knee. It's one of those where everybody knows it's a tough-looking injury. You can see the disappointment on the face a moment ago. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs, and Patrick Mahomes, second-year player in this league. Cook came in, replaced Juan Thornhill, and has been a very good contributor to this team.
Yeah, he's the free safety on the back end that sort of controls everything. But he has made a lot of really big tackles, big plays, touchdown-saving plays for this team, and he is highly thought of.
A lot of second-year players on this defense. A lot of these guys came in together. Almost half of the Chiefs' defense, first and second-year players, and Andy Reid came over to have a look at his player who slipped, went down, got his foot caught underneath him, and he's in a ton of pain as he's being taken off. It adds, Melissa, to a night where the Chiefs have seen a lot of players injured in this one.
Mike, a couple of other injuries, yes, to update you on as we're watching this scene unfold on the field. Chiefs linebacker Drew Tranquil, he is out with a concussion. Left tackle Donovan Smith, he is questionable with a neck injury. And, of course, we will monitor Brian Cook's injury and get you any information as soon as we have it.
Okay, Melissa, thank you. And we'll send our best hopes to Brian Cook, 24 years old, really good young player in this league. Tough to see him go down. So the Packers picked up a first down in that last play with Dillon, and they've got it at the 47. And Dillon runs to the right, and he'll get 2 yards. Mike Edwards, coming out of the secondary, Chris, makes the tackle for Kansas City.
Good player. Mike Edwards is going to be the replacement for Brian Cook on the back end. A veteran guy, certainly knows what he's doing back there. Has played over 50% of his snaps at the free safety position. And you'll see him really close on the ball here. Once he sees that pitch, he goes and gets it. So they have plenty of depth there, but the communication hub of this defense runs through the middle linebacker and the safety. Now both of them out.
Love on the fake. Come on over to Jaden Reed, who's open. L'Jarius Sneed in the open field gets right on him.
I tell you, Mike, the cornerbacks on the outside for the Kansas City Chiefs tackle as cleanly and as well as anybody in football. We're talking about L'Jarius Sneed. We're talking about Trent McDuffie, who now has sort of transitioned into that slot. But Jaden Reed is the best the Green Bay Packers have at escaping tackles like that. He had no chance.
Again, Green Bay did not huddle. Manipulated the line, 3rd and 8. And here comes a little bit of pressure in the middle. Love will swing it. It's complete, but short of the first down. Reed too shy, as McDuffie was there along with Justin Reed to hold him down.
I think you go for this. You're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. You don't want that offense back out there again. If you punt it, it's probably at the 15. If you miss it, they get it to 45. Coaches would tell you what difference does it make. You've got Patrick Mahomes over there. He's going to go to work. You have a chance to control the ball game with your offense here.
And there you see the next-gen stats and the analytics that say go for it. It's 4th and a long one. This was in motion. Love retreats, puts it up for grabs. Romeo Doubs hangs on at the 11. Retreating, backpedaling, put it up, and Dobbs brought it in. Gain of 33.
He must be really good at cornhole, I'll say that. He threw that thing a mile up in the air and somehow timed it down right to Dobbs in the middle of 3 defenders all around him. Watch this thing. Wow.
Good job by Dobbs to hold on his longest reception of the year. From the 11, Dillon. Back in the backfield by Jack Cochran, filling in for Drew Tranquill.
Well, look at this thing. I mean, there was no way to defend it. It almost came straight down. I talk about all the time, Mike, on the long balls. If the quarterback can get it up and over the top, it just sort of drops right in your lap. And Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre and those guys would be proud of that one.
Chris Jones was bearing down on Love. Loss of a yard on the last one, so 2nd and 11. Here come the Chiefs. Pressure's on. Love, throw, Enzo Watson. Oh, did he catch that? He did, but there is a flag down. What a grab by Christian Watson. And I think it's going to stand.
Holding. Defense number 38. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
What a catch by Christian Watson. His time of the year when he comes alive.
This is unbelievable. It was 4th and 2. He throws a lollipop in the air to pick up the first down. Now he's under attack. He is on a full-out blitz. He throws another one off his back foot. Why not? When you're that young, take a shot. You're playing against the world champs. Let's go.
Anders Carlson adds the extra point. Jordan Love is having a night. Love actually, forget that. Love absolutely. Dobbs takes the rainbow out of the sky. Watson climbs the ladder. Packers up by 9 late in the 3rd in Green Bay.
Everyone just calls me a reacher.
Looks great.
I'm here to be a hero.
You name it. It's on Prime.
Ball time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
We are playing to win.
This team will never lose again.
Yeah!
Victor go the spoils.
Do not underestimate Tiger Woods.
Her 23rd major title.
I'm coming for you.
It's gonna be exciting.
Jordan Love putting on a show, but it's no big deal for the fans in Green Bay. They've seen it all before. Let's go back to Brett Favre. Feet off the ground. Of course, anybody can just throw it with their feet on the ground, so let's do it a little trickier than that. Aaron Rodgers, if you can do it, I can do it. Absolutely, I'll throw it up in the air. But now you got Jordan Love. What the heck? Let's do it sidearm with your feet up off the ground. And what did he tell us about the last time that he played against the Kansas City Chiefs? He said, I threw the ball up on deep balls, but I tried to be too perfect instead of just throwing it up in the air and giving our guys a chance. And his guys paid it off on that drive. That was sensational.
It's the start at Arrowhead in 2021 when Rodgers couldn't go because of COVID. Richie James, the return for the Chiefs, got the edge, and James is taken out of bounds on the 35-yard line by Christian Welch, the linebacker. So Patrick Mahomes, who went 5 for 5 to start the second half for Kansas City, sees Jordan Love do exactly the same. And now the Chiefs are down 9 with about a third of the game left.
I just want to say right now, though, that Matt LaFleur had the guts to go for that. If it worked against him in the press conference afterwards, they said, you blew the game. You gave him a chance. Well, no, he didn't. Now they've got a 2-score lead.
The starting field position of the night for Kansas City. Pacheco runs it for 5. Good game going for Pacheco. 12 carries, 80 yards against Joe Barry's defense. They've given up run yards, but Chris, they've done a good job here through the first part of this one.
You know, Joe Barry, everybody loves to figure out what Joe Barry should be doing better, but in this game right here and with some of the backup players that he's been playing with, especially in the secondary, somewhat amazing. This team has won 3 out of 4 and sitting here with a lead against the Kansas City Chiefs.
And a chance to move into playoff position tonight. Pacheco says none of that. Keep running. Pacheco's on his way to a 100-yard night to the 46-yard line with 4.5 left in the third.
This week I was talking to Joe Barry about all the different things, and I brought up Patrick Mahomes, and he said, just almost under his breath, he's like, have you ever seen a guy do the stuff every week that guy does? He said, honestly, he has 14 sacks. We counted him. He should have had 120. Like, people can't get him on the ground. Well, tonight they got him on the ground.
3 times in the red zone. Difference in the game right now. Mahomes gets it out. It's Richie James. Bumped, not brought down. Valentine can't do it. Finally, Keyshawn Nixon finishes. Richie James, former 49er and Giant, with a catch into Packer territory.
Does Pacheco have training camp for running with the football? It seems like everybody on their team runs like that now.
And I love that about this team because we saw the pretty stuff, the Tyreek deep balls. There's kind of finesse team. No, there's a physicality to any Andy Reid team.
Oh, yeah. They're working hard in camp, maybe harder than anybody. Oh, free play.
Mahomes slings it to Kelsey. Can only get a couple of yards out of it. That flag thrown, as you saw the jump up front. It's offsides on Green Bay. We talked about Andy Reid and physicality. This is the place where it all got started for Andy Reid as an assistant on great staffs in Green Bay.
Offside. Defense number 95 moved into the neutral zone prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Andy was 10 years as a college coach and then came here in the early 90s. It was Mike Holmgren who built a fabulous coaching staff, and Andy got to move up through that staff.
Oh, and Mike Holmgren's the one that gave him a chance. He was like, get out of the pit down there, man. Learn a little about the passing game. Changed his life.
Pacheco waits for blocking, gains a couple of yards. And Chris, you look at it, it's one of the great careers in NFL head coaching of all time. And really the roots of it were right here with Mike Holmgren and that great staff.
But there are offensive line coaches that get stuck there, and they never get a chance to move out. Looking around at the coaches there on that staff with Gruden and Mariucci, and Dick Geron was a head coach, as was Ray Rhodes. And Mike Holmgren taught everybody everything. And because of that, Andy Reid got a chance to go from the offensive line room right into the Hall of Fame as a coach.
Matt LaFleur ran down to call timeout. He didn't like what was going on out there. I don't know if his guys were short or not. He gets the timeout. He's unhappy with something on that sideline and stopped it.
How did we take our products to over 60 countries, secure financing, and make new connections? Simple. We saw the future, and Export Development Canada helped us map the way.
Discover the export impact today.
Oh, the holidays. Celebrate age-old traditions like post-Halloween Antacid Day, party season Hermit Days, last-minute gift day, and of course, Resolution Amnesia Day. Oh, the joy, the happiness, the delicious tie in bed. That's how you hop differently with DoorDash. Get 25% off your next order.
In a world where gaming meets premium, North Star Bets delivers first-class customer service that leaves players feeling amazed. Aced it. North Star Bets, now playing.
You have 5 minutes to cross the finish line.
The biggest game.
If that clock runs out, we all might get eliminated.
With the highest stakes.
This game, I'm terrified of. But I want to get that money.
You either win or you go home.
Let the game begin.
I know I can count on you. You got love. 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 Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care.
Pandora. Loves. Unboxed.
On the season finale of The Traitors Canada, it's the end game.
Your last chance to get it right.
Think you know who wins? The season finale of The Traitors Canada, Monday on CTV.
This one's been good. Wait for next Sunday night. Eagles, Cowboys, that's always good. 10-2 Eagles, 9-3 Cowboys adds to it. Eagles won game 1 between these two teams. Dallas has won 5 straight versus the Eagles at home. See you next Sunday night in Texas for a massive one with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Out of the Green Bay timeout, 2nd and 4, Rashee Rice got a block, and Rice out to the 27-yard line, down to the 27, I should say, and a first down for the Chiefs.
You know, the one thing the Kansas City Chiefs have not been able to do this year is work the ball downfield at all. As a matter of fact, on deep balls beyond 20 yards downfield, but 1 touchdown and 6 interceptions. It's actually worked against them. So they've become this quick throw team now, and Rashee Rice is a real key for them the rest of the way. He has proven the ability to do some of that.
Wildcat direct snap to Pacheco, gets to the hands of Tony, who's thrown down by Quay Walker. Still a good game, but just a little razzle-dazzle to get into the hands of Pacheco.
I'll tell you what, it's tough for a so-called quarterback spin around and make a block this fast. Watch this. You hand it off, spin around, guy right in your face, and got to Smith just in time.
Regularly scheduled programming returns as Mahomes is back at quarterback. Gives inside Pacheco to the 14-yard line. Every run, more physicality.
I tell you, this is just, I love old-fashioned football. You know, you got double team, and you got double teams over here, and they're just pushing them right back into the linebackers. These interior 3 guys, as good as there is in the NFL, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith inside, when they just want to go power football with Pacheco, that's where they're going.
4 shy of 100. Final minute, 3rd quarter. Pacheco, they lead the way again. He goes over 100 yards and continues to push the pile. He's a one-man brotherly shove all the way down to the 1. Dude cannot be stopped.
You don't need me on this one. Just enjoy. All right, let's see how many yards. There's 4, 5, 6, 7 helmets off. Criminy.
They let him try to finish it off. And he stopped. Stopped at the 2. And that'll bring this 3rd quarter to an end. Isaiah Pacheco, offensive star of the night for the Chiefs with 108 yards, but his team's down 9 after 3. Sunday Night Football continues from Lambeau Field after this.
Let's go. I don't know if they won't start with us. Once we get going, ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us. Ain't no stopping us.
Do your dreams feel out of reach? With the right tools to invest and someone teaching you how to use them, your dreams might be closer than you think. Become a better investor with Questrade, Canada's #1 rated online broker.
It's a brand new exclusive event with all your favorite South Park characters. There's Cartman.
How does this even make any sense?
It makes perfect sense. I think the problem is you. South Park joining the Pandaverse. All new. Now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
I do anything for you, dear. Anything for you, mean everything to me. I know that I go anywhere for your smile. Anywhere for your smile. Everywhere I'd see you.
Irresistibly smooth, melting Lindor. This holiday season, you choose the moment. We'll provide the bliss. From the Lindt Maitre Chocolatier.
The Amazing Race, Wednesday on CTV.
Another interesting quarter where each team had one full drive. Drives have been at a premium tonight. 21-12 Green Bay leading Kansas City as we begin the 4th quarter here at historic Lambeau Field. What a place. 417th game played here. The first for Patrick Mahomes. His Chiefs trying to get closer here. Isaiah Pacheco, the star on offense, out for the moment as it's 2nd and goal. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the back, and he's out of the backfield. And Mahomes will shovel. It's deflected and incomplete. Should be an incomplete pass. Mahomes. Wow. Double shovel there, but they were on it, got a hand on it, and almost picked it off.
What a great way to defend this. This is like a volleyball shot here. Look at, you're going to see in the middle, T.J. Slayton not knock it down. He knocked it up, and they had a chance. The reason that's always such a safe play is, where she gets an incomplete pass. That was almost a disaster.
First incompletion of the half for either team. Pacheco, who's running it all the way down here, is out again. Mahomes on 3rd and goal. Inside for the touchdown to Noah Gray. So Noah Gray, the backup to Travis Kelce in a bunch of 2 tight end formations, gets his 2nd of the year.
Yeah, and anytime you have Travis Kelce right there, everybody has to pay attention. So Gray goes out to the outside, peels right back, and just too many people to try and pay attention to on the field. And, Patrick Mahomes keeps overcoming and 3rd and 25s and all the different things. They're hanging in there, so now it's right back to Jordan Love to keep serve.
3-point game, so it's Butker on to make it 2. And he does just that. Noah Gray made for Sunday nights. So the touchdown this year is the 34-yard score. Week 4 against the Jets on the Sunday night. He's got one here to make it a 2-point game. Love up next.
It all started when a rogue chicken strip fell into a freshly made order of French toast sticks. You might say it was serendipity. Introducing new chicken strips and French toast sticks. Available all day, only at Wendy's.
What's wrong?
I dreamt we had cable internet.
Oh, sweetie. We've always had cable internet.
Once you're used to Bell Pure Fiber Internet, anything else is terrifying.
Oh, did you ask your doctor about Rybelsus?
Actually, I'm seeing my doctor later today.
Did you say Rybelsus? I take Rybelsus.
Okay, order up 4 Rybelsus. Rachel.
Rybelsus. Ask your doctor if Rybelsus is right for you.
Car designers can shape a piece of clay into a piece of art. So why don't they? At Nissan, things are different. They design cars that look like swords, gladiators, the future, or, wow. Nissan knows what thrill looks like because they design it into every car they make.
Now at Nissan, lease a 2023 Rogue from $89 weekly for only 24 months. In stock now.
Season, I want to remind you, 2 nights before Christmas, we'll have a holiday doubleheader on NBC. It'll be the Bengals taking on the Steelers. That's at 3 Eastern Time. Football night gets going. And then an exclusive on Peacock, Josh Allen and the Bills in L.A. to take on Justin Herbert. Both teams could very well need that game. Only place you can see it is on Peacock. Download the Peacock app and subscribe now. Titletown, right here next door. It used to just be the stadium. Then they built up and around the stadium. And then they built up and around the area as well. And it's become a destination for folks all over the Midwest to come spend a weekend. All-time bucket list trip. If you are a football fan and haven't, need to do it. 2-point game. And a touchback. Pack will get it at the 25. Chris?
All right, let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS. And what about our guy Jordan Love here? 4th and 2. Let's just throw one up in the air and let Romeo Doubs do his thing. drop it in the bucket. 31% chance of that happening. Just a 30% chance here, right over the hands of the defender on the back end, Joshua Williams. And holy smokes, what a game we have going back and forth. But you just get the feeling, Mike, that if Jordan Love can't answer with another touchdown, Patrick Mahomes is going to take the lead next time he touches it.
25, it begins. It's A.J. Dillon with a run for about 2 yards, and that's about it. This is just the 5th drive of the game for the Packers. I don't ever remember saying that in a 4th quarter of a game, Chris.
It's crazy, and you would think that maybe they wouldn't be substituting in the offensive line, but the Green Bay Packers have stuck to their guns. At left tackle, been rotating 63 Rasheed Walker and 73 Josh Nijman, and now in a guard is Sean Ryan in for John Runyon.
19, Arizona. Second and 8, Love will throw. 4-man rush, pressure is coming. Chris Jones chasing, Love escaping, and he'll get right near the first down marker. We'll check the mark at the 35 and see if this will move the chains. It is first down, Green Bay.
Doesn't matter who's playing guard. Chris Jones is going to get his pressure, and he does this time on Sean Ryan. And for Jordan Love, just enough to escape and picked up that first down. Big play there by Love.
Interesting, that ball in the left hand there. That spot maybe should have been a half-yard back, but they got him at the 35, and that's a first down. There's a little pressure. Love gets it out quick. Christian Watson's got it. It's a gain of 4 as we check in with Melissa Stark.
Mike, we have an update on Chief Safety Brian Cook, who we saw leave the field on the cart in tears moments ago, holding his left lower leg. He went immediately into the x-ray room. When he came out, he didn't have his left shoe or sock on, could put no weight on that left leg. He is officially ruled out with an ankle injury.
Okay, Melissa. So they fill in back behind. Justin Reed was hurt earlier. He came back. Drew Tranquil, the linebacker's been out from the early portion of this game with a concussion. Second and 5. And they keep going back to the air. This out is complete. Watson goes to the ground but hangs on. And it's a first down for Christian Watson, his 6th catch of the night. 2 of them for touchdowns.
Sometimes Jordan Love almost jumps out of his shoes when he sees somebody open. He can just turn and wheel and deliver that ball so quickly. I am in no way saying that Jordan Love is going to be what Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers are, but he has a few of the qualities early here in his career of how he likes to play the game.
You see the good passing numbers. No incompletions in the second half thus far. Late on the play clock and the delay. So they've played the game at the line of scrimmage and have paid for it a couple of times.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
And we see he's a 4th-year quarterback, but we forget, other than the start against the Chiefs, that was it until this season began. So he's still going to make some of those mistakes.
And there's just so much to comprehend. A lot of times, if you have a Randall Cobb on your team, Randall Cobb may be watching the clock for you at that point. They've got nothing but 1st and 2nd and 3rd-year players out here. They're all just trying to figure out what they're doing.
Henry Pearson, the fullback, is in motion. Love puts it up for grabs, and Romeo Doubs never adjusted back to it. And it's incomplete as that pressure was coming from Willie Gay, the linebacker.
Yeah, and the number of times that Steve Spagnuolo comes up with an unblocked rusher, I'll bet it's 4 a game at least. Here he's going to come right off the edge, and nobody's going to be there to pick him up. And for Love, all he could do is simply get rid of the ball. Maybe he throws it a little higher, gives his guy a chance to come back, draw a foul. That's the kind of plays you have to look for in that all-out blitz.
Second and 15. Love in some trouble, escapes. Karlaftis and Jones chase, firing incomplete. Trying to get it to Dontavian Wicks, who was coming back. And 3rd and long coming up for Green Bay.
And we say it all the time, but the little mistakes, letting the clock expire, drove you out of the ability to try and come back there and run the football. It allowed Spagnuolo to blitz. Now here you are in 3rd down and 15. And because of what Kansas City's doing on offense, you have no choice. You have to give it full effort here to pick this up. Some circumstances, you could say, all right, we'll check it down and punt.
Have to get to the Chiefs 44. Love out of the pocket, got a block, fires downfield, incomplete. Trying to get it to Jaden Reed, but he was chased and flushed and on the run. A couple of incompletions at the end of the drive. And Green Bay will punt for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. It really isn't. I think it was set up this way to try and secure the edge here. A good job by Zach Tom staying on there. Josh Myers comes back. But now here you go. Because it was Patrick Mahomes who could pick up that 3rd and very long, go on to score. Now he gets the hammer coming the other way.
Daniel Whelan, 2nd punt of the night. First one pinned Kansas City back deep. Richie James says, get away. This one's heading out of bounds. Right around the 19-yard line. So that's where Kansas City will take over with 11.5 to go. It's been the first Sunday in December. And the best day in December is not too far away.
Introducing the new BP Square Footer. So loaded with delicious toppings from edge to crispy edge, you're gonna take one look and think, whoa, this one's a fork and knifer. The new Square Footer at Boston Pizza.
A premium gaming experience that defies expectations. Critics and players agree North Star Bets is a win, and absolutely shocking. North Star Bets, now playing.
I know I can count on you. You got love. 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 Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care.
Pandora. Loves. Unboxed.
Irresistibly smooth, melting Lindor. This holiday season, you choose the moment. We'll provide the bliss. From the Lindt Maitre Chocolatier.
Bounce on. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. It's a picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
Isaiah Pacheco is having a night tonight, but it's amazing he's even in this game. Remember this play. Watch him muscle his way out of an injury right there, pull his leg out, and after that, he has been doing this kind of stuff. Play after play, just relentless, refuses to give up no matter what happens. And every once in a while, they get him and they try and bend him over backwards any way they can, and nothing, even that hit right there, could take him out of the ball game. Amazing.
He has 108 yards on the night. Chiefs have not been stopped. 2 field goals, 2 touchdowns, and a 1-play kneel-down drive. That's it for this game. Kansas City starts it with a run of 2 for Pacheco, who's 5 yards shy of his best career rushing game. Had that with us week 4 at the Jets.
Been quite the story. He really has. Played quarterback in high school. It's hard to believe a guy like that quarterback runs that violently.
4.37 time at the 40, the combine. Tied for the fastest in the running backs, and he was a 7th-round pick. Mahomes downfield deep for Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. That's another deep ball that is not converted for Green Bay. A bit for Kansas City. That's been a bit of their story this season.
I mean, it just became so routine, right? And I believe that MVS should have kept this wider. When he brought it back inside, you could see what Mahomes wanted to do. He wanted him to go straight up the numbers so he could keep him away from the free safety in the middle of the field. He's like, dude, what are you doing going in there? Stay up the numbers.
No 3 and outs in this game. 3rd and 8. Edwards and Lair is the back. Mahomes throwing in the middle, incomplete. Man down, not sure if he slipped or there was contact, but no flag as Richie James hit the deck. Andy Reid's not happy. It's a 3 and out for the Chiefs.
Richie James was inside trying to bend his way back out. There was contact, but it's hard to tell whether or not James initiated that contact or whether it was Keyshawn Nixon. The officials said nobody initiated that contact.
So Tommy Townsend on to kick for the first time tonight, and it's a beauty. 55 yards, took Nixon back to the 24. Nixon stepped in, tried to get to the outside, could not. He knew that's exactly what he likes to do. Press it and bounce it to the outside. And Shamari Connor was there covering. A terrific punt by Townsend. 10:41 left, 2-point game. The Packers take over at the 23.
Well, you never know what you're going to get out there, do you? They're never going to punt. They're going back and forth, and there's a couple punts.
Back to back. So the return of John Runyon into the lineup for Green Bay. Chris alluded to the switches at right guard and left tackle within the game. A.J. Dillon runs up to the 27-yard line.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam, and I'll tell you, not a bad job tonight here by Jack Cochran. Has he gotten every communication perfect? Probably not. He hasn't had many snaps on the season, and yet when he's had his opportunities to make plays and make key tackles, he's been aggressive, he's been attacking, and he has more than held his own out there, replacing Drew Tranquill.
10 to go. Number 10 spinning. Flag down. He'll just throw it towards the sideline. Incomplete. As the tight end slipped over there. Ben Sims working to get back to the ball. And Green Bay flagged 3 times thus far. And this will be number 4. We'll see what Andy Reid will do if he'll push him back here.
Yeah, Rasheed Walker just grabbed him.
Holding. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Set up 2nd and 16.
So many times when these offensive linemen, they just don't realize what the quarterback is doing, and you know they all hold a little bit, and then when he takes off the other way, it's there you go. But now once again, it's on Jordan Love to overcome others' mistakes.
Deep backfield, Love throwing, open is 45-yard line caught by Dobbs. Love once again backing up, just putting it up top. And Dobbs on the receiving end for the 2nd time tonight.
Well, you end up with the cornerback who got attracted by the out route here instead of playing the deep responsibility. Sometimes, in that case, L'Jarius Sneed wanting to make a big play, maybe a pick 6. But his responsibility, if there's somebody going behind him, is to ignore the player in front and get the depth to take that one away.
319, what's up? Catch of the night for Dobbs. Trying to trick Christian Watson. Love gave him a little bit of a block. Look at Sneed come across. Look at Watson swat him out of the way. Runs for the 1st down to the 44-yard line.
Well, you can tell it's a little different when you're playing the world champs. You better have everybody block, and Jordan Love is going to do his part here. Stand right in there, get Dana out of the way. Nice cut. Here we go. Those reverses have been a big part of it, trying to slow down the speed of the linebackers for the Chiefs.
And has to go. Fake to Dillon. Love looking deep. It's covered. Back to the middle. Incomplete. In a lot of traffic for Malik Heath, the physical receiver who was targeted for the first time tonight there.
That was a nice job that time by Cochran. He saw what that was going to be. He's going to spin and wheel and run right back to the hook, and I think he was the distracting force. I don't think he got his hands on the ball, but it just sort of distracted the receiver just enough. Didn't hurt. That pretty big swat on the back end there by Ligerius Steve, too.
Option goes one way, Dillon the other. A.J. Dillon puts his head down and gets a first down to the 33-yard line. Up to 58 yards on the night.
Well, that's just good blocking right there. It really is. Starting with the interior three and Elton Jenkins, just power football. And watch these guys on the back end of it. They all just did it perfectly. They really did. And that's Chris Jones trying to get upfield and get pressure on the quarterback. And Jenkins able to just ride him right by.
Hey, Flipper! 19! Flipper! 19! That's up!
Love in the middle again, high throw, incomplete. Trying to get it to Watson. Love knocked down on that one. Melissa.
Mike, you guys have talked about the youth of this Packers offense. I talked to A.J. Dillon, who said, I'm only 25, but even I feel old here. He said, I don't think I'm old, and then the young guys will say something, and I think, dang, I am. And he said it's crazy. For a lot of them, this is their first primetime Sunday night game. He said they have a ton of energy, and the culture here is building.
It's the youngest team in the league, Melissa, as you see there, and the youngest offense, even younger than the overall team average.
In the offense, Elton Jenkins drafted in 2019. That's as far back as they go.
Right. Love out quick. That's caught by Heath. Got away from a man. And Malik Heath, the rookie out of Ole Miss, takes it into the red zone to the 18-yard line.
Malik Heath had a day against Detroit on Thanksgiving, and he got more opportunities, including this big one. Nice job of reading the defense, sort of like Kelsey would or something. There was just a little void in the zone. Sit down, and this is a big, strong guy. We saw him blocking and running after the catch. They have about 5 deep now of receivers they really trust with Green Bay.
And they're all rookies or second-year guys. Getting everybody organized here. They're all coming to the right. This throw back to the left to the tight end is broken up. Justin Reed did a good job of preventing Tucker Kraft from getting his hands on it.
I tell you, that was a touchdown saving play that time by Justin Reed. It really was. Watch him out here. There's nobody left. If he doesn't make this play, they're just going to walk in the end zone. There's nobody on that half of the field. Big time by Justin Reed right there.
Matt Dickerson was bringing the heat to Love. Had to get rid of it quickly. Very quick. 4-man rush. Love, flush. Karlaftis was there. Gets rid of it, incomplete in the direction of Kraft. And here comes another third down with 6:47 to go.
I tell you, if I were Matt LaFleur right here, I would play this down like the field goal doesn't even matter. I'm just assuming if you give Patrick Mahomes 6 minutes to go, 4 downs throughout the course of the drive, he's going to score a touchdown. So whether or not I'm going for it and can't, you got to kick the field goal if you don't pick it up here. But this play right now has to be my best. Oh, they're blitzing. This is what they do all the time.
Reed in motion. Love in trouble. And they get to him. Sacked back at the 22-yard line. They got there with 4. And it was Mike Dana, who has a career-high 6.5 sacks on the season.
Pressure. Dana just kept working and eventually got to him. So here we go with one of those classic moments being set up by having to kick this field goal.
40-yarder, Anders Carlson, the rookie out of Auburn. Job getting the snap down, and Carlson knocks it through. He's had a nice year as he makes that one. The lead is 5. Clock has 6 minutes here in Green Bay.
Garbage time. That phrase never sounded quite right, because no part of football is meaningless. So while some folks see garbage, FanDuel sees treasure. We see spreads to cover, overs to hit.
In 44% of games, the winning team came back in the fourth quarter. And 24% of games were decided by 3 points or fewer.
Here's the snap, and it is good. A heartbreaking defeat.
This game is unpredictable. And unbelievable happens. So, if you bet, set limits. Never chase your losses. And only bet what you can afford to lose. Learn more at responsibleplay.org.
We Canadians are an adventurous bunch, so we've combined our love of poutine with pickles. Introducing Pickle Poutine. Classic poutine with deep-fried pickles and tangy diced pickles. Your welcome adventurous taste buds. Harvey's.
Diabetes means a higher chance of stroke. Does your plan include reducing your stroke risk? Talk to your doctor.
This season of The Amazing Race has been anything but predictable. With bigger challenges.
Oh, this tarantula is tasty.
Not looking down.
And bigger episodes than ever before. Get into The Amazing Race. Wednesday at 9:30, 7 Mountain on CTV. Stream on all your favorite devices.
It's showtime.
Hey.
I really think you're onto something here.
What's at stake tonight here in Lambeau? Kansas City's trying to get to 9-3. Miami's already there. Baltimore's off this week. Jacksonville plays Cincinnati tomorrow night. We could be looking at a last month run with those 4 teams trying to figure out who's going to be the number 1 seed and get the bye. You see the rest of the story, including great seasons by Indianapolis and Houston with their win over Denver, and Buffalo still very much in this mix, and Cincy with a huge game tomorrow. That's what it means on the Kansas City side, as the Chiefs are down 5 here with 6:03 to play. This will be a touchback. We go back to the 25-yard line. For the Green Bay Packers, this season that looked lost for a while, they can find themselves in about 20 minutes inside the playoff picture with a 6th win, joining Minnesota, the Rams, Seattle. It's early to start going through all the tiebreakers, but they would slide into the wild card spot with a victory here tonight. And there you see how it's changed this hot streak, winning 3 of their last 4. Put it up, and Rice got it right at the first down marker.
Come on. I mean, he had 0 position to throw this ball. I mean, this is... How do you throw that ball right? It's perfect. It's Patrick Mahomes. There you go. Now you know why I talk about him in the opening. Tired of hearing about it.
I promise you next time, I promise I'll ask you.
Okay.
Chris Mahomes, he's good.
He's good.
Yeah, 2nd and 1. Mahomes throwing again, sideline for Rice, incomplete. And the flag comes very late and comes from the back judge. The receiver running, or official running right there with the play. The back judge has a look at the other angle. And now 3 of the officials on this side of the field in conversation. Corey Ballantyne in coverage. And that left arm pull, maybe what the back judge saw as he threw the flag. Conversation done.
Pass interference. Defense number 35. By rule, the ball is placed in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Hardest call in football. Let's just tell it like it is. Would I have thrown the flag there? I probably would not have. There was a little grab. See a lot of it, but it was 50-50. I really think you could have done whatever you wanted to do with that one. It was close.
And to materially restrict the receiver from catching the pass. You'd see how far over his head it was when the foul happened, but there was the pull in the arm. So that's either side of the coin. It works out for the Chiefs, but Mahomes throws a pick to Keyshawn Nixon on the next play. They got the flag, and then Mahomes put it up, and Nixon comes up with his second interception. Tried to get it to Sky Moore. Nixon ran the route better, and the Packers come up with the game's first turnover.
Kate's going big and going home for the holidays.
That's the plan.
At Michael's, she got everything to make cookies that were anything but cutter. Turn ideas into I did it's.
Hey, just a heads up. Gonna miss dinner because of that office softball thing. Oh, hold on, you just texted. Wow, that looks good. You know what? The team sucks. We were gonna lose that game anyway. Be home in 5.
At Glad, we know that even the smallest actions can make a big difference. So we designed our products with the convenience you need and strength you can count on. That's strength in action.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, move it quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow, gotta love that.
With Freestyle Libre 2, know your glucose level and where it's headed. Get real-time glucose readings sent right to your smartphone. Freestyle Libre 2. Now you know. Visit MyFreestyle.
Art is beautiful, timeless, inspired by the divine. Returning to 9 cities across Canada, starting March 20th. Tickets at genuine.com.
Right now on PetSmart.ca, save an extra 20% off site-wide with code ZYBER20 so you can make merry memories with the ones you love.
Where else would you rather be, man? Y'all sit back and enjoy the show.
Keyshawn Nixon spent the last 30 seconds telling everybody on the sideline what he just did, picking off Patrick Mahomes. Chris will tell you what he did.
Yeah, he knew what was coming. It's this slot fade that everybody gets beat on. But Nixon found the ball. He turned around, saw the quarterback, found the ball first, and just went and got it. Fantastic play.
Begin with a throw. Romeo Doubs on the side for 8 on first down.
Just watch how early Nixon picks this ball up. He sees this thing. He's not battling the receiver in the slightest. Sky Moore may have seen it, but it didn't matter. Nixon had a full beat on that ball from the beginning, and that is going to be a memorable play this year if, in fact, that gets the Green Bay Packers in position to make the playoffs.
What's Nixon do? Return kicks. He's terrific tracking the ball in the air. Rich Bisacci, their special teams coach, has mentioned that multiple times, and he just saw it and got it.
Great point.
Chiefs stiffing some pressure here. 2nd and 3. It is Dillon inside for the first down. A.J. Dillon, the kind of bank you want when you're in that 4-minute drive and you're trying to salt away a game and not give the ball back to that guy.
And you have to treat it like you really have to get 6 minutes off because Kansas City has all their timeouts. So this is probably at least 3 first downs to have the game. Of course, you can kick a field goal here and get it to 8 and feel better about it, but not great. Best thing is if you don't have to do anything but take a knee at the end of this thing.
Under 4 minutes, they'll keep it in the air. Love throwing to Kraft, incomplete. He had slowed down for a second. He said Leo Chenal pulled him and slowed him down. No flag, 2nd down.
Let's take a look here there was definitely hesitation going down the field. I don't know if it was initiated by Kraft or something that happened. There wasn't much there.
.350 to go. What a win would mean here beyond that wild card standing stuff and all of it for Green Bay. To have the champs come in here and walk out with a win. Back to the air again. Love will get it to Dontavian Wicks. Good after the catch, and Wicks jumps forward to get a few more yards. He'll be one shy of the first down.
Just another one of those guys. This Wicks is big and powerful, and I'm going to put him in a cat. Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Right to the line. Set up for the shove. And they take it's the love shove for the first down. To the 41-yard line.
We should just permanently name it that. I kind of like the love shove.
No.
Maybe it'll keep the league from kicking it out of this play, you know. If you change it from the tush push to the love shove, we might, yeah.
Timeout taken here by Kansas City, so they're going to start using them here at 4:01 to go. We talked about what this would mean, Chris, for the Packers. Look what they have left. They have nobody with a winning record at the moment ahead on their schedule. Minnesota's defeated them once. We are scheduled to be there New Year's Eve in the Twin Cities for what could be a game that could matter a lot. But this is a team, they went over 40 days without winning. They're a young team. You're like, yeah, we'll see you guys next year, see if you build things. They've got their act together. This would mean a lot to this Packer team.
I think they're going to make the playoffs if they win this game. You know how I try to talk myself into like this game. I kept saying all week, I think they have a chance. I really think they can play with these guys. I think they have a chance. They win here, they're making the playoffs.
First and 10. A.J. Dillon for 6. Mike Edwards comes out of the secondary for the tackle. Second timeout taken here by Andy Reid. 3:16 to go.
This is all going to be set up in here, and part of the reason this tackle couldn't come down is Jordan Love. Remember the one he took off with last week, Mike?
Yeah.
In that game at the end of it to kind of seal the thing away. So those edges have to sit, and so Dana just couldn't react quite as quickly as he could if, I don't know which quarterback I want to sit, if Dan Marino had been running that play.
Well, it was 13-3 to start the first 2 years, then 13-4 for Matt LaFleur. And a lot of those wins came in the month of December. He has started his career undefeated in December, 15-0. And a chance to add to it if his team can close out the next 3:16. One timeout left for KC. Pitch it to Christian Watson. Turns the corner. Has the first down and goes down inbounds, or did he get hurt? No, he got hurt. Thought for a second he was trying to get himself to go down to stay in bounds, and immediately grabs for that leg, and the athletic training staff out to see. Guy's been a star tonight with 2 touchdown receptions.
Oh, boy. You just hope that's not. He had to miss the first 3 weeks with a hamstring injury, and
Look at the Packers receiver after he picked up the first down on the ground.
I know I can count on you. You got the love. 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 Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care.
Pandora. Loves. Unboxed. Car designers can shape a piece of clay into a piece of art. So why don't they? At Nissan, things are different. They design cars that look like swords. Gladiators. The future. Or, wow. Nissan knows what thrill looks like. Because they design it into every car they make.
Now at Nissan, lease a 2023 Rogue from $89 weekly for only 24 months. In stock now.
This holiday, our maitre chocolatiers have used our finest Lindt chocolate to create Teddy. With his unique heart charm, this festive figure is perfect for showing you care. Make your holidays magical with Teddy from Lindt.
This holiday season, give your family the gift that keeps on going.
Our very own Energizer Bunny.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Having Gordon Ramsay here, I'm terrified.
Enough is enough. Shut it down.
Kitchen Nightmares 2-hour season finale. All starts Monday, 8/9 Mountain on CTV. The Amazing Race, Wednesday on CTV.
Christian Watson needed assistance and is frustrated and disgusted. He's dealt with hamstring injuries the first couple of years, and there he goes into the tent after grabbing his hamstring on the way down as he ran for the first down. Kansas City did take their final timeout, so they have none. 3:08 remaining in regulation. On first down, it's A.J. Dillon. Cut it back and ended up getting 2 yards out of it. Jamari Connor and Mike Edwards, the safeties, on the tackle. And that clock will now run.
I tell you, that was some call by Matt LaFleur. You hate seeing Christian Watson get hurt, but to do that little touch pass reverse, the misdirection that they have used tonight has been a major factor in this game in slowing down the speedy Kansas City defense.
Pacheco and Kelsey hoping to get back on the field here. Green Bay bleeding the clock. Dillon. Good hit to stop with 21. Justin Reed back in there to make the tackle, and that'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. We'll have a third down play. If the Packers can pick up 7 yards, 6.5 yards, they will win the game. KC out of timeouts.
We have been talking about these young wide receivers all night. We certainly hope Christian Watson is fine, but everybody else has been so good. Jaden Reed was a factor. Malik Heath here to make a big play. Dontavian Wicks showing off his hands. And then, of course, Romeo Dobbs with that miracle catch on 4th. And there is Watson on the back end. And even though we have seen Watson, and of course this one's going to be the one the injury occurred on, that it has been that kind of misdirection all night long that has created opportunities, not just in the running game, but with some of the bootlegs and play actions off of it. And the Green Bay Packers, this has been really good. We started the night with the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs defense has been so good. 24 points, which Green Bay has now, ties for the most that they've given up all year.
You saw the completions for Love, 25 of them, 19 to these rookie or second year receivers. Now can they get to the 15-yard line? It's going to be 3rd and a short 6 for Matt LaFleur, leading by 5.
Do you possibly take a chance on throwing the ball? Jordan Love has been so good here tonight. I think they would have full confidence in him if they felt like doing it.
Patrick Taylor's the back. Stays in to protect. Love is going to throw. No, he's just going to go down at the 30. And from there, it's a 48-yard field goal. The clock will continue to run. Chris Jones will get credit for it.
That's what you can't do.
The loss of 10.
That's what you can't do right there. Now, obviously, keeps the clock moving here, which is a positive. But, man, you have really changed this field goal.
This was the side that the rookie Carlson struggled in warm-ups to make him. Take every second off the clock, get it down to 113, 112. Timeout taken by LaFleur. And Love will leave. And the field goal unit will come on.
A few mistakes here and there, and boy, if this field goal is missed, you're giving Patrick Mahomes the ball around the 39-yard line and 1:14 to go. A lot of pressure on this kick.
So many years, 16 years, it was Mason Crosby, these money moments, the all-time leading scorer in Packers history. Anders Carlson, brother Daniel, is an all-pro for the Raiders. Anders following in his footsteps at Auburn. And the rookie kicker from 48 to make the lead 8. Perfect. Clutch. Was an excellent tennis player, and the mental strength of a tennis player when it's just you out there, he passed on to his kids who are kickers, who were out there when those money moments happened. We've seen Daniel deliver, and now Anders doing the same. 27 points put up by Jordan Love in the Green Bay offense.
Jordan Love, we got to at least try to describe him, right? So you got Brett Favre, and
Yeah.
everybody knows Brett's personality.
Unique.
You got Aaron Rodgers, and everybody knows his personality.
Unique as well.
Unique, no question. And Jordan Love kind of just slides into this young offensive group, offensive line, receiver group, and he's just one of them, right? There's no difference at all when he comes in the room, and you kind of see the way that his teammates react. But make no mistake, they win this game. Significant.
Guy who had one FBS scholarship offer went to Utah State. Put together a great game. It's an 8-point game, though, and Mahomes is getting the ball. This kick will be fair caught by Richie James, so they get it to 25. They don't waste any time. There's a flag down back at the line of scrimmage. So let's see if someone left early. That'll give 5 more yards to Green Bay.
So they'll just play add-on from there.
Yep. Flag was thrown at the top of the screen on the left side of the Green Bay kickoff formation.
Offside. Kicking team number 44. Because there was a valid fair catch, the ball will be dead at the 25-yard line where we administer the foul. 1st and 10, Kansas City.
Henry Pearson is called up off the practice squad at fullback. There you go. So it gives Mahomes a free 5. And here we go. MVP, first time in Lambeau. His dad grew up rooting for the Cowboys, but loved Favre. Thus Mahomes' love for games here and what Favre did over the years. Chance to write his own magic moment in Lambeau. 70 yards, no timeouts. From the 30, Pacheco can't hang on.
Well, the Green Bay Packers have already established how you're going to have to beat them here. They are playing back 2 deep, 4 deep, whatever it takes. It is going to have to be Patrick Mahomes with no timeouts picking his way down the field, and nobody can do it better.
And everybody's thinking, where's Kelsey? From the 30, Kelsey blocks and releases. Mahomes escapes, takes off, getting to the sideline. Big hit at the line, inbounds at the 40. Jonathan Owens, and a flag is thrown. Let's see. Yep, flag is thrown with all the contact and all the bodies over there. Is that a clean hit? Is he on the white?
And it was the official that was all the way down the line that saw this.
He's in bounds. They always try to protect the quarterbacks here.
After the play was over, personal foul Unnecessary roughness. Number 34, 15 yards, automatic first down.
Terry?
Chris, this is absolutely not a foul. The competition committee 2 years in a row has talked about points of emphasis, points of clarification. If he's trying to gain yardage, he's got to get himself out of bounds. He didn't. He's in bounds. This is not a personal foul. Should not have been called.
And Terry, the other part of it is right at the first down marker as well. So you are fighting for inches right there.
20 penalty yards take the Chiefs to the 45. 5 on the offside, 15 on that one. Rasheed Rice double catches it, accelerates, gains 10 to the 35. Ball came out. Was he down? Corey Ballantyne is running back the other way for Green Bay. They're going to let this play go. There's a second flag behind the play for the fighting that was going on. Ballantyne's taking it all the way, and we got a mess to sort out here.
Pacheco threw a left hook on the back end of this play, but that's not the important part here.
It's down by contact question first. Is he down at the spot there at the 35 where this all began?
I tell you, he rolled over on the belly of one of the defenders. Did anything touch down?
No. Hand is underneath him, but there he's down. There he's down. So that's down by contact, I believe, at the 35.
You may not change it to that, but overturning it is an issue too.
Okay, we're in the last 2 minutes.
What are we talking about, Terry? What do you see?
I see his rear end clearly down, and the ball hasn't moved yet. I have him down by contact. If we have a 15-yard penalty, it's still going to be enforced, even though they reverse it. So we should go with Kansas City ball at this point.
And again, even though if that play is ruled down by contact and dead there, the melee afterwards, if it's a foul solely on Kansas City, it's a 15-yard penalty there. Here's Brad Allen.
The ruling of the field of not down by contact is under further review.
Right, so they call it on the field as not down contact. Last two, then a turnover. They go look at it. Now here's the end of the play with Pacheco.
So there was a block on Pacheco that ended up taking him to the ground, and then it sort of went on from there. You'll see additional action as the ball was tossed around. Nixon with a block, back down to the ground for Pacheco. The beanbag thrown to show the spot of the fumble. And it was probably around here that the hook was thrown by Pacheco.
There again, you have the player down. Terry Walker's hand was underneath his bottom as he came down, but he rolled over. There was enough of the body of the ball carrier, in your opinion, that he could be ruled down by contact?
Agreed, yes.
Okay.
It looked like part of his rear end absolutely hit the ground with control.
That was it right there. That was the pylon camera that picked that up as all the play was going the other way. You see Enoch Barre, the linebacker, 55, got Nixon out of the way, so he didn't retaliate and have a double foul. We still haven't heard mention of that flag that was thrown.
Yard line. It will be first down at that point. However, there was a personal foul with disqualification. Offense number 10. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced. It will be first and 10 Kansas City from the 50-yard line. Number 10 is disqualified.
Some great explanation there from Brad Allen. Pacheco, the 110 yards on the night, is done because of that punch. And again, great job by our guys of picking it up here. He and Nixon fighting, getting up. And you see that punch there. That was as the folks were going by. And look at Enoch Barre getting in there with Nixon. So there we are. And let's make sure that the clock is right in this situation as well.
They just
down by contact.
50.
Yes. Because I thought it was 40 after the touchdown score. You got to go back to where the contact down happened at the 35.
And just remember, no timeouts now for Kansas City.
From midfield, first and 10. Mahomes going to take the deep shot. Downfield, and Valdez-Scantling can't bring it in. And there's no flag there. And the Chiefs bench erupts. There are 10 players off the sideline gesturing for a flag, and there's none. Second down.
That's got to be a foul. Terry, any controversy at all?
No. This is a foul. He's playing through the back.
Okay.
This is defensive pass interference.
Wow.
Play clock pumped back up to 25. Game clock reset. 2nd and 10. Wild final 2 minutes at Lambeau. Mahomes throws it underneath. It's Edwards-Helaire. No timeouts. Gain of 8. Clock runs. Down to 30 seconds remaining in regulation.
It's 3rd down, so you really can't spike it here.
Mahomes will go sideline. Now this Scantling hangs on, trying to get out of bounds. He's going to be ruled out of bounds. That's a forward progress situation there. They rule not out of bounds. They're out of bounds, and the clock stops with 19 seconds left. Huge call there.
You don't think he was being pulled backwards away from the line of scrimmage or from the point of that catch?
Matt LaFleur does it. He was upset and on the field there. As Valdez Scantling, the forward progress at that. Mahomes from the middle to the end zone. Incomplete. A lot of Packers there. Almost got the pick. Valdez Scantling trying to go make a play and erase what happened against the Eagles at Arrowhead a couple of weeks ago. 14 seconds left in regulation.
And 14 seconds is just about the maximum here, right? Of being able to complete a pass and get up and spike it. Almost has to be out.
Yeah, Valdez Scantling is slow walking to the sideline. There was confusion about bringing in a player. Tony finally came in off the sideline late. Play clock running down.
You're also taking your tallest guy off the field other than Kelsey.
2nd and 10 timeout taken by Matt LaFleur. So he let Kansas City get all their crazy moments sorted out and then takes the timeout to get his guys aligned properly. And it might give Valdez Scantling a chance to get back on the field.
Green Bay, it will be 30 seconds.
I mean, the moment of the game, though, is this pass interference that wasn't called. I mean, that you just can't be any more clear with pass interference than that. And Marquez Valdez Scantling's had a few issues with end-of-game plays here this season. Had the chance against the Eagles, and now that one should have gone his way.
Timeout. 14 seconds left. Fans haven't left. They're all standing. They're playing jump. Treating this like we're in Madison at a Wisconsin game, jumping up and down.
I think you have to throw it in the end zone. I don't think there's time.
Yep. See what they do from the 33. Here is Mahomes. He's going to climb the pocket, send it downfield, and incomplete. Almost getting rid of it as nothing was open. They're doing a good job on the back end. 8 seconds left, 3rd and 10.
Well, no doubt now, but you also, because it is 3rd down, you have 2 opportunities. So if you can do it quickly, right, your 2 choices. You can scramble your quarterback around, and here comes MVS back in the game here again. Well, I think we're going to play jump ball, but if Mahomes gets the ball out of his hands quickly, he might get a second shot at this if they don't complete this one. But you can't take much time at all here.
The 33. Go to Valdez Scantling. He'll just throw it over his head as he was covered there. So down to 5 seconds left. Maybe they were looking to get a few yards to get closer, but here comes 4th down.
I don't get that one at all. There it is, one play. Who knows? They might have some trick. It's the way it works with Andy Reid. He may try and double, triple reverse. Now we have 3 guys at the line of scrimmage and 8 back.
We need an Alabama miracle here. Mahomes going to buy the time, circle around, look, flip it up to the end zone. Kelsey down there, line of contact, incomplete, no flag. Packers win.
it looks like a foul from here. Now, I've got to see 100 replays of this.
Again, you rarely get a call down here late.
Just a lot of bodies fighting for the football at the end of it.
We've seen end-of-game Hail Marys look like that.
Yeah.
Right?
To me, there wasn't that one blatant